And we're live. Hello and welcome to the Root Winter Tournament 2023, Round 2, Losers Bracket, Game 5. I'm Guerric, of course, and this is Lily.
Hello.
Our players today are Batmaster,
Hello.
Dagcon Faraday,
Hello.
Glandoor Hooverstein,
Hello there.
and Keegan.
Hello. Good evening.
Thank you so much, everybody. I will let you get started. You know where to find me if you need me, so good luck and have fun.
Beautiful.
Scoundrel.
The winter.
Oh.
Good.
Okay.
Bold.
Am I correct in saying we've been seeing a lot of winter this year?
Period, yes.
This was not a mix I was hoping for.
This is an odd mix.
Of factions, I think they were talking about clearings.
I was kind of hoping we'd have Lake map because that's my favorite map, but that's okay. I realized I was too.
Man, this is a great Lizards game.
If only lizards were here.
If only Lizards were here.
11-9-8 is pretty killer for
Not
keepers.
surprised.
That's true.
I will be taking the duchy.
Mhm.
Now, does the duchy set up to inhibit the keepers is the real question.
That is the real question. Depends
But 2 warriors in a tunnel.
depends entirely upon our cards in hand.
And this is like the one time I might have foregone the duchy if I had the cards just start 8 and 9.
Oops.
Oh!
Rabbit clearing.
We're starting up in 5. The dream isn't dead yet!
Alright, I mean this is understandable from Mole's perspective. They want the same thing as lizards. They want these 2 clearings up here in these 2 suits.
Yeah, I guess they're kind of similar.
Oh, then again, people are more favorable on foxcrafting nowadays than they used to be, so there's an argument that those maybe are not the 2 ideal suits, but regardless.
They're good for. They're probably the best for items, though.
Now this is just my lack of playing with the mod. Is the little manager something that I have access to for the ministers?
I believe so. It's on the left side,
Is it?
on the second table.
Thank you.
It is, in fact.
All right. Well,
I like how just like the collection of things on the side table of just like, this is stuff we think you'll need.
Yeah, I just dump stuff in the corner.
set up there.
Just to clarify, for the duchy, it's only this clearing that is a homeland, right? These 2 are not homelands.
Yes.
Yes.
That's very important for the Corvids.
Yes.
The official police in this mix might be the Corvids, which is depressing to say out loud.
Half corvids, half cats. It's not good.
The keepers.
Keepers?
Keepers.
Okay. You could have said Corvids too, and I would have believed you.
And
Pardon me.
take this.
So we have the opportunity here to set up in basically the dream spot.
All right.
Yeah.
Do I have a starting clump of warriors here, or they just come from?
They just come from the little bag.
Okay.
But yeah, overlay. Too many things to do.
These guys.
Hard to talk and do things. But yeah, 8-9 is kind of the dream setup in many cases here.
It is. I could see 12, 8-3 also being a thing shifting over to 9, but I just feel like 8-9 is so hard to give up.
I'm gonna come in the rabbit clearings nearby.
It maybe depends upon what you have in hand. If you don't have any rabbits, you maybe don't want to commit to that.
Yeah.
You could still make it work even then.
You could do 3-12 to start, or 3-12-2 to start, and then shift over.
I think that's all the setup that I need to do right now.
No?
No, we need some.
your relics out,
Yeah,
Oh, relics, yeah. Okay.
those might be important.
which I believe, if I'm not incorrect, I think you technically set the tokens out first because then you
Yep.
you pick is it the furthest ones? I don't remember that wording on the bottom there.
Not adjacent.
Relics as possible.
They
Oh,
have
that
to
are just
be
not
further
adjacent.
away.
Yeah, just not
Yeah.
adjacent.
Erzad asking, have we had a Badger win yet? We have not.
In round 2.
Which
Have we had one in round 1?
and
Oh, I forgot.
Riverfolk and Vagabond 2 were the only factions that did not have a win in round 1.
Which game did Badgers win?
absolutely giant
I
forest.
believe it. I just can't recall it. I need something to trigger the memory.
Give me a second. I need to look through my giant book of crap.
Aquaman round 1.
Your setup choice as well. This is
Aquaman round 1.
No worries. I think.
Wow, that is impressive that you knew it was Aquaman.
Still
Actually,
thinking.
it was game
I decided not to
23.
make my decision.
We had Marquise de Cat, Riverfolk Company, Keeper in Iron, and Woodland Alliance
What map?
on Mountain.
Oh, on Mountain. I really don't remember that.
Your remaining 4 relics.
Oh, maybe I do.
I'm just thinking about where I'm going to put them
Too many games.
because I can
They
basically
all blur together at some point.
Y'all need to chill.
these forests.
What?
It's a joke. It's like,
I mean, we're in winter. That's what we're doing, right? Isn't that chilling?
ah. No, I greatly appreciate everyone who joins the tournament.
Definitely, I would put it in the big forest.
You can't put it in the central one, but yeah, you could put in the big one, which is great. You could put over here. You could put over here, which is pretty solid.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like we are planning on staying in Foxes for a little bit. Just because we had that one attached to 12 and 2.
Yeah, this does work as an alternative to picking up the 8, 9, 11. We could go for 2, 3, 12 to get our 3 suits.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe pivot that to like 3, 12, 10 at some point or something.
Make these warriors upright.
Nope.
No, they're supposed to be face down like that.
Okay, never mind.
Your meeples are asleep. Deal with it.
Or drunk, or
I mean, they are. Yes.
whatever you like.
Oh, they're always photogenic.
Hey, Elevars.
Good evening.
This group of badgers is a bit more factionally divided. You know, some of them looking left, some looking right. A lot more political diversity here. But these guys, they're real groupthink.
All right. With that said,
I will say, having the two double relic clearings mimic each other, being next to each other, is actually very fascinating to me.
This?
That and on the north.
Oh, like this, yeah. The thing I was going to point out is that jewelry is spread out slightly awkwardly
A little
in
bit.
this setup.
maybe box.
What did Dad pick? Corvids.
Corvettes.
All right. I can't say that I necessarily expected that.
And
There is a chance we might not get a vagabond here.
you can't see my plots in that box. I got them all.
Correct.
There.
Yep.
I should.
Not that I would have not expected Corvids to be picked at all, but I would have thought Cats would have been the higher priority pick. But this is cool. Corvids can really hurt moles right away, and they can hurt keepers in the long run. So this has potential.
I do think there's a lot of flexibility. It's interesting how yesterday we were saying was Corvids a better pick than Marquise de Cat, and then the Cats won. So, are they the better pick? I don't know anymore.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest. I had a feeling that you were going to.
Wouldn't Cats winning be evidence that Cats are the better pick?
Hmm?
Wouldn't Cats winning be evidence that Cats are the better pick?
Well, let's try to be gentle here.
Still Cats. And it was not a winter map yesterday. So therefore, information. I don't know.
The question is, do you want to be, is this like a 5-bedroom apartment or is it like a 3-bedroom apartment?
Roomy. I would say.
Round 0 policing.
Okay.
Round 0 policing.
It makes a big difference taking that card from moles.
Like,
I mean, it's big.
killing warriors on the first turn is nice, but taking the card is what's devastating.
Right. So much of moles policing is doing things in a roundabout way because you can't directly attack a player's hand. This is a case where you get to actually attack a player's hand.
Switchfang, Badgers can't be harassed on turn 0 because both of those clearings count as a homeland,
Yes.
so they cannot set up the plot on turn 0.
But I think Switchfang just means in general.
Oh, in general, yeah.
And worth noting is that this is potentially likely, depending upon where Cats end up if they're chosen. The Corvids could end up focusing their game strongly on clearings 8, 9, and 11, since
Nothing to do.
Corvids like clearings that are clustered together of one suit because that minimizes the amount of movement that they have to do.
I mean, I think it's very possible for Corvids to be annoying as heck to both of these factions.
Oh, for sure.
Because 8, 9, and 11 also puts us in 5, which moles don't want us in, I would imagine.
Yeah, why not? Let's give you something to do. All right. I think that concludes.
I wonder if we have a craftable, if that's also an influencer to start in a bunny, or a mouse, or if it's just the moles.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's Batmaster.
We were forced into mouse either way if we did
Cats!
cats. We were forced into mouse if we were going to police
I'm
and
sorry,
moles.
over the morrow.
Well, there was cats or cats. Cat
Yeah.
or cats.
That's fair. Scoundrel is a cat.
That's like a good point.
Murder cat.
Really traumatized.
Traumatized murder cat.
That's right. Yeah. That's my headcanon for the scoundrel is that he was a former warrior for the Marquise. He was
And then some things went horribly wrong.
but all he could think of afterwards was the burning, and burning was all that he cared about after that.
That's a great.
Are we saying that the scoundrel has like strong PTSD and is just like acting on it? Or are we saying that
Just didn't-
he's strong PTSD and became vigilante? Yeah, the same thing.
Corner setup.
Scoundrel isn't traumatized, she's just like that.
Wait. Maybe.
Is that why she was kicked out?
So we have some interesting decisions to make here. Sorry, I'm moving on from the meme.
Okay, fine. Accept.
Where we set up is going to dictate a lot of where keepers go.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to plant the keep and maybe a recruiting station or just focus on keeping it defended, if we put it all on clearing 9, that could make it very hard for keepers to make it across to the other side of the map.
Although, I don't know if you necessarily want to do a linchpin where... Okay, so we are putting the key... We can't put the keep there. That is illegal.
Yes, that is true. Great catch.
Yeah. Because 1 is technically a homeland.
Yeah. The thing I think we probably don't want to do is set up in 2712.
Too many cats in my hand. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I should. My computer's lagging too.
I would agree with that.
2712 would probably just it would make keeper's job difficult at the beginning of the game, but end up forcing them into the other side of the map where they have free reign, which you probably don't want to do, particularly when that coincides so nicely with the clearing suits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like Attack Cowboy's answer.
It's the correct answer. But yes, that is an incorrect keep placement.
It would have to be 4 with those 3 clearings set up.
Does that cross the line into something we should mention? We've only been stepping in for like truly egregious setup mistakes.
I don't think so. But I don't know. It's up to you.
I'm trying to remember because we've stepped in.
Incomplete setup is different for me than
All right.
messed up setup.
I'm trying to remember everything we've stepped in for before. It's not been much.
It was the first game because they put a building on a ruin. And the second time was because we forgot to put out 2 relics. That was it.
I think we'll leave this then.
Righty.
Here we go.
I believe that is all.
And the ruin we only stepped in because it was the first game of their second round, so it'd been a while since you gave your
everyone.
speech.
Hmm.
And they declined knowing it.
Oh.
Attack Cowboy also believes this is the table's responsibility, so therefore this is Attack Cowboy's decision, and we should go with that.
Put out my wood.
Yeah, I mean, so Luna Star, the keep placement's technically illegal, and we were just debating whether we should step in for that because we've stepped in for like some technical issues in the past as part of setup, but we don't typically correct
Mistakes.
mistakes.
Yeah, it was that. Those are more technicalities, I feel like.
The relics one is not as much a technicality, and maybe I shouldn't have stepped in for it.
That's fair. That was my encouragement. So
Yeah, anyone can check the setup cards during setup.
I should not have encouraged the relics. Is what I'm understanding.
I will spend this to overwork.
Yeah, I think we'll leave it.
Oh wait, I forgot to take my sawmill point.
And to be clear, that's a really easy mistake to make here. Missing that one was a homeland. I honestly would have probably made the same mistake in this situation. I was not thinking about it.
I caught it. It was me.
I'm gonna put this sawmill. Wait, no, I'm gonna keep it there. Sorry.
All right.
I'm gonna build a
So the thing to talk about here for cats is
recruiter down here.
we do.
We're kind of already stuck in Fort Clearing.
Yeah, we're kind of already running out of building slots.
And then I'm gonna spend this to take another action, and I'm gonna recruit. And that's my turn.
Okay, so we built.
Overworked, built, recruited.
Built, recruited. Classic opening.
Yeah, pretty classic opening.
I could have never guessed.
Starting moles.
Is it at random or is it just give you one?
It's random.
It's random.
Okay.
Do you want me to pull from your
Oh, that's brutal.
shuffle?
I forgot it was random.
Oh, yeah.
Give that a go. It's E.
Hey, Punk Star Man.
Put these away from me.
E or
Yeah,
Take these away from me.
I was really surprised you brought these over.
This was a mistake.
So this was specifically why I didn't pick
Oh,
the
great.
Marquis in this game, was because I knew that would happen.
Uh,
And there was
group
nothing
it.
I could have
There
done to
you
stop
go.
it.
Now I'll do it.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Mm,
All right, grab
Yeah, because we're getting moles and cats now.
it. And
because cats didn't move out.
Yes, that's right.
Hopefully we didn't have too juicy a hand
You're like
as
a king of
cats.
poker.
Mhm.
All right, and then shuffle, and grab. Thank you. I'm glad I was able to extort you both.
You're quite welcome.
I will return the blackmail now.
I'll do what you need to do. Oh yeah, and that's a point. So
Oh, and something to note, we did not craft.
there.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
And yeah, I kind of want to, but well, let's do this. All right, so we're gonna recruit.
Interesting.
All right, getting a little bit in potentially the keeper's way.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Sending ambush.
2, 3, 4.
I think we stole that ambush.
Right here. Do there. Yep. One there.
How do you do that in TTS?
One there.
I honestly, I'd have to like play around and do it intuitively. I can't remember it consciously. It's also slightly
It
inconsistent.
was doing for me too. I don't know why it was just like working like one.
Yeah, it does that. I have no clue why it does that. It's an inconsistent feature. I don't use it for that
I
reason.
only have one. There we go. That's one.
It does look like there are multiple. No, there are multiple there. There's 3.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
It's not just a big thick crow.
That crow is dummy thick.
Stuck together.
I think
That's right.
group.
I'm taking this
maybe?
one off the board. Yeah. should be fine.
Yeah, let's just dump them.
Well, yeah,
that
and then
one's
you get to put one in my,
And then there's one in
Right.
12.
Thank you.
which, yeah.
We need one more in 12.
Yep.
2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Thank you for your help,
No,
everyone.
that's only 3.
Only 3.
No,
Yeah, because you had the original. That was your
That's right.
original
Oh, that's true.
fox.
Great catch by Keegan.
So,
I thoroughly appreciate how these crows are just in whatever orientation they decided to be in.
It's still early, you know. as soon as we get past round 1, no help.
I forgot to remove
Okay.
my wood last turn for building, so I'm gonna do that right now.
That's a good one to remove.
that sounds good. And then while that's happening, let's start doing my actions. First action's going to be
Not a lot of places to plot without humans.
yeah.
Not a lot
Yeah,
of
I
corners
mean-
to hide in right now.
No, there's
Um,
when cats are on the map, there's nowhere to hide, so to speak.
Let's do here.
Mhm.
Go away. And
I'll note that this does probably make Keeper's turn 1 a little harder. Not necessarily, and it's not a big deal, but it's a pretty common turn 1 Keeper's play to triangulate around one forest that's connected to both of your starting clearings, and then potentially delve it and recover it.
And then that's
Or just delve it. I don't even think you should necessarily do that every turn. It just happens a lot. And that is now harder. You could attack the cat, but it means rules a little more difficult and so on, so on.
I'm gonna have to discard.
Words and stuff. The cats do make the job just a little bit more difficult because rule is now a little bit more difficult everywhere.
And it means that keepers have to battle everywhere they go.
That's true.
The cats...
I'm surprised that we drew cards with the extort. But I guess we didn't have much else to do.
I don't care about this one.
Yeah, if we didn't have a good use for an exert, getting cards is good.
The discard button again.
Right-click,
Just right-click discard.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
All right. So,
What was the rest of my thought? Oh yeah, cats are some soft policing of keepers because it means that keepers are more likely to be losing 1 to 2 warriors throughout the game for each delve.
Okay.
Yeah, I think no delving for the first 2 turns would be a pretty solid approach here. Being very conservative on the actual delving and recovering and focusing a lot on engine building.
And just setting up to be in a good position.
Right, and then hopefully the map sort of naturally thins itself out a little bit or resolves itself a little bit before you actually have to do anything.
I promise I won't flip it next turn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's not the plot itself that I care so much about. It's just that, like, if you just kept one Corvid warrior in there, then I would be able to bring in 2 badges and rule.
You're
So
right.
I want to rule all 3 of these clearings.
So it looks like
Okay.
we're still stuck on a little bit of delve.
You know,
Yeah, so
Not stuck, but considering.
yeah, Glandoor wanted to do exactly what we were just discussing. I would like to see him pivot here.
I'm just trying to think what do I need to say.
I would like to see him take a different approach.
First, we're going to encamp twice. So these are going to become way stations.
Understandable.
We're going to have the Meerkat way station here.
Meerkat. That's a new one.
Hey, Nev.
The 10 Commandments way station in this one.
That one makes sense. That one always reminds me of the 10 Commandments as well.
It's cat out of the way. Yeah.
I guess it's only 5 though, because there was 5 on each tablet.
Then
There.
It's the 5 Commandments tablet. PlayStation.
then we're
The distribution is a little wonky. But I kind of like it.
I don't know if I'd call it cursed.
I call it wonky.
So we left the jewelry tablet way station.
no recruiting.
Jewelry tablet.
Going to craft false orders.
Ooh, crafting of false orders, I see. That's a 5 Commandments and Meerkat. PlayStation.
Sorry, I'm trying to think if I would have optimized these a little differently. Because I think if your plan is at all to spread north, you want this way station still on your board. Which means I think I would have preferred to see
That tablet down and that one over
this
there.
one as the tablet and
that
this one as the
Meerkat.
figure.
You got it.
I think that would have been a small optimization that would have helped us out in 3 turns, 4 turns.
I'm gonna battle the cats in clearing 8.
Go ahead.
Not moving.
No ambush?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh,
That was a tease. That dice is like, I'm a do tease.
the dirty little tease.
And then my delve.
Are we going to delve? I hope not.
This is the bad one for recovering.
Okay.
We delve safely, but we cannot recover that safely.
Revenue secure.
We might not have delved safely, though. It could have been a 3.
It could have been a 3, but what I'm saying is like
We are going.
We happened to delve safely, but of these two, like this one is the one where we actually could have potentially recovered safely if we'd gone up here.
I think we are going to put
We only have one action, so.
saboteurs into battle delve, and
I don't know if I would have crafted false orders.
exactly. I was just talking a few days ago about Badger's crafting soup kitchens, but
I saw that comment. I think it was in Woodland War Machine.
for now, maybe.
I don't know if I would have crafted false orders just to get that action economy
Then
going.
I get to draw 3 cards.
Especially since Fox seems like a kind of centralized point to our map right now.
Fox is our ideal suit at the moment, but False Orders is a great craft that could really help us cross this threshold at some point.
Put a warrior in the burrow.
I don't. I could
have go either way.
I could really go either way on that one. I don't know.
Believe I'm going to start my 2 action.
But I will say before we move on, I do like that he did not recover. I do like that we kept the card in the column and didn't burn it.
And I mean, right now, I don't think cats are going to say, I'm going to spend 2/3 of my turn going after that clearing.
No, but Corvids might.
There to
Corvids might.
sway the marshal.
I would be afraid of Corvids.
Getting one of those.
Oh, right, we don't have a card. Was
points
that
that I
only the
forgot
marshal?
for
Right.
winning the game.
Took me a second.
It also took me a second. Oof.
I'll go ahead and take those back.
So that was a mouse sword, and what was the other card?
I don't remember. I was looking down and
We'll see it again.
contemplating the marshal.
We'll see it again.
And watch us never see it again.
And that will be that'll be my turn.
Attack cowboy. The key difference is crows don't need to engine build the way cats do. So cats, even if the points were even, whether they built or chased the cardboard, the fact that the building builds their engine means it's better. At the same time,
This mouse workshop.
we do need more building slots. So maybe there is an argument to...
Craft loam.
Crafting loam.
I like loam. Loam can really pay off for cats if you just luck into the item draws.
And now we are also out of cards.
The difference is that crows are fun. Sure, the Argent player would say that. Got some bird bias there.
Oh shit, it's my turn.
Gonna build
Tisk tisk.
something
I know.
Anyway, to finish my thought, there's maybe a world where cats might want to go after keepers to start getting some of those clearing suits. I don't think they have the actions to.
Dev, I'm here.
First, I'm gonna
Do it. I will answer anything.
um,
Okay.
these 3 cats to here.
But in the future.
And
Oh no, we're going north.
put them here.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I'm a little nervous about leaving clearing
Second
4
action
so undefended.
At the same time, if those get killed, that's more building slots for us.
That's a good point.
I kind of, if we're intentionally going for a playstyle where we plant buildings, then give them up for somebody else to come take, I think that's, yeah. I think that's a pretty solid approach to success here.
Well, but what's interesting about that though is that it draws attention away from the other factions as well, though.
True, but
Because you were just saying the only person who's going after 8 would be the crows, but now crows might want to go after 4 instead.
I mean, I don't know that crows would actually go after 8 anyway. Like Nev was saying in chat, it would be a costly battle, and crows don't like costly battles.
That's fair. Crows do love a cat that plays like that.
My point was only that of all the players at the table, Corvids were the only ones I did
Crafting the anvil.
fear from Keeper's perspective.
Where are you, Annabelle? There you
Oh, interesting.
Why not?
go.
Because you can hold it all game.
True.
2. And then from
I would not have crafted that.
let's do a recruit.
Unless we're really worried about our hand and not wanting to clog it up with a card that we're holding for later.
Fox again.
Good item draws. I would have kept that hammer for a later game
That's right again.
craft. Like if you see somebody drop a swap meet, go ahead and craft it. But
Here.
that's the only hammer card in the deck, for anyone who's not aware. So that's a relatively safe 2 points in our pocket that we just gave up.
First one there.
And yeah, Pressida Test Driver is correct. It is the second turn. I need to
Connected
itch my
together.
eye, apparently.
That goes down here. Last one goes over here. All right, and then let's go
We did not flip.
and do the actions. So,
We're being very annoying to Badgers. I'm sorry, Keepers and
let's
I.
give you some room.
Oh, never mind.
I'm going to
Maybe
here.
if we leave this lightly defended, I start to wonder if it's a raid, and maybe it was a bait to try and take advantage of keepers doing that turn 1 triangulate. That's pretty common.
Here. Yes, move here. And then
Interesting. I thought we were setting it for a double plot in 2 and 3 or something, but that does not seem to be the case.
Oh.
go ahead.
That's 3 moves, right?
No, it would have been 2 moves. Move 1, 2. The recruit was in birdsong.
Oh, right. No, you didn't end up moving anyone here. Okay.
Yeah.
We did move pieces in that direction for a second, so I
But
understand
we
that.
didn't let it go.
Um,
Chess rules, right?
Yeah. That's why it's important when you're moving pieces, you move all of them with your finger on all of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Or grab them in a ball, drop them.
I'm gonna go ahead and do.
Won't be confusing at all.
Okay, think fast.
I think that was a
I will
motivational speech.
flip right here. There. Oh, go ahead and die. Right in there. Don't worry, I'm not gonna flip that. And you still rule there. So
It's true. It's true.
yeah.
Putting a lot of pressure on keepers.
And with that said, go into the evening, not gonna exert, and I'm gonna draw 2 cards.
Mhm.
Draw. And then I will end my turn.
Cats could expose the plot in 12 if he makes it so obvious that it's a raid, but it might be a good bluff. This is all true.
So
This is all true.
we
Punk Starman saying it's difficult to notate when players don't verbalize their moves. Yeah, I'm always an advocate of very clear verbalization of all game moves. The
Okay.
game is not about obfuscating what you're doing,
recruiting.
just
Yeah, we're going to recruit 2 times.
why you're doing it.
Those warriors very thin. So,
Ooh,
2 warriors. To
bird card to recruit.
my station.
We are in a bit of a corner at the moment.
But we did a double recruit, so
This seems like a play to break out of where we are.
potentially.
Maybe we're going to try and push across to 4 and plant there. Attack Cowboy. That's where I get it from. Playing Magic ingrained in me the concept of
Crafting.
clearly communicate what you're doing and what the game state is. That's not where the game is.
Crafting your McGeary.
Okay.
Which I will not use this
Interesting.
in the birdsong.
It's a good card.
Interesting.
It is a good card.
I feel like if we were going to do that, I would have preferred to see maybe the column 1 move into
got
the
2
move or
moves.
recover, but I guess we didn't know when we drew the card we would
And-
draw that card.
2 battle delves.
I wonder if we lean a little harder into the idea of grabbing a relic to keep Devout Knights turned on, and using that in tandem with Iriyama Gray.
Possible.
Okay, I don't have quite enough. Okay, that's fine. So
Yeah, we're less constrained by the retinue. It does force us into battles we may not want to do.
Yeah.
Battles we don't even get to delve off of.
But it does potentially set up for safer delves.
Right.
Later in the
It's
turn.
very interesting. It's a cool craft.
Everybody.
with the relic.
So cats are like, ooh, slot.
Yes. Yes.
And then
Unless we move back.
I think we're gonna have to move 3 of them up here.
I'm curious why 3.
Are we delving into this forest?
Potentially. But if that's the case,
Um,
I would want to do that out of 12 anyway, since the Devout Knights are there. So I don't see why we would need 3.
It is a good safe battle, yeah. And I'm sure you would prefer me to battle you in 7 for the delve there. I'm also, I'm a little bit concerned about these.
It's really funny how Devout Knights and Secret Agents negate each other.
I did.
Or Embedded Agents.
Embedded agents, yeah.
Yeah, so
Embedded, Secret, same difference.
Yeah.
I mean, Devout Knights is a direct response to embedded agents.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean,
the plots alone.
when Joshua Yearsley was designing this version of Badgers and developing the various versions of Badgers, conversations about Corvids that we were having with him were, up there in his brain, at the front of his mind.
Okay.
I will not take.
So us being very critical of things like delayed scoring and
Wouldn't take a hit.
embedded agents
Grows there.
not actually enabling you, just adding some
I would ignore
penalty to other players.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah. Okay.
These were all things he was thinking about, and in many ways, keepers are a direct response to Corvids. You can see that through line from one faction to the other.
That is interesting.
That's true. That's bad for
The dynamic,
So,
flexible
so
recruiting.
what you're saying is Keepers and Iron are just upgraded Corvids.
Yes.
as well, because I feel like
I've been saying for like 2 years now that Corvids are basically, keepers are basically Corvids and
it's a 0-0.
moles or vagabond combined.
Yeah, it's gone.
Cool.
Oh, we're doing the cats.
Okay, and then I will recover this relic. It's a 1.
I'm surprised we. Yeah, wait, no, I'm not. Never mind.
All right.
Punk Starman, eerie a little bit. They're actually building off of lizards.
This.
It was because keepers originally had a lizards action economy. After Josh overhauled the mission version of Badgers, they had revealing cards like lizards with some extra quirks, and it got simplified down into the retinue. But in terms of play dynamics, they're taking the 3v1 of Vagabond and Moles and applying it to a faction that utilizes a lot of mechanisms that have been tweaked or changed that Corvids had.
That's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting way off topic.
No ambush.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's gone.
Yay.
Just a bit of cleanup
Hi.
there. But yeah, I choose not to delve. And then my last retinue action, I'm going to move all of these guys back here.
I don't like that.
And let's hope it's not a bomb.
Oh, and yeah, in American football.
That's too early.
Yeah. No, I believe you. You've made this promise in front of hundreds of people watching potentially.
Yes.
Oh shit, I talked over it.
I have future games.
I talked over it. What was the promise?
Absolutely.
Not to be a bomb.
Got it.
And
It's my bad.
nothing to.
I'm here to watch.
Should I change
while
around
you
the
talk.
revenue a bit? I think I
It'll be hundreds later.
actually really like where my revenue is right now. No, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna keep it. There'll also be an extra eerie emigre move. So
That's true. There are dozens of them.
There is an argument to shifting a card out of the first column because we have Area Emigre.
I would like that. I think just not having that move and recover would have been nice because being able to move and recover even the one this turn, to just not have 2 relics and 1 clearing, I would have much rather preferred.
Yeah, having only 1 card in the third column sucks.
then
Yeah. I feel like I want at least 2 every time, just so this way I can have that flexibility.
You have to live off the land in 12.
Oh, that's true. I do. All right.
And
And 3.
3 as well.
And both of them.
Yeah, so I was going to talk about this, and I got ashamed of my yammering on.
Anyway.
We're invested really hard into 2 clearings
I should have just
with face-down plots, and we could have left warriors behind, which would have both avoided live off the land and left pieces spread out in case we lose way stations.
I would have honestly preferred to see leaving those warriors in 7 and maybe moving some warriors into relic into 2.
Yeah.
Just spreading out a bit more.
There's a system here, and I already forgot it.
Do I know what my max viewer count was during this tournament so
My first
far?
option will be
Well,
to move
It's a
that
good
just
question.
depends.
the gentleman from the borough to 5.
Max live viewer count, I think we had a couple hundred maybe in the first game.
Reveal
Views for the VODs, I think one of the early games went up to like high hundreds.
build a building there in
I'll have to check.
6.
Wait, we're building a building?
Remember this one? Perfect.
Oopsie.
Move that right there. Can take the action of Swayed Minister, so I will go ahead and move some of these individuals from 5
So we recruited, or we moved,
over to 6 there.
built, moved
I want to take all.
with the marshal.
It appears so.
No. We'll take a healthy amount.
Now, in fairness, I don't know who punishes you for this.
Nope.
And we do have to do something to offset the fact that we were hurt turn 0 by the Corvids.
My
Yep.
minister.
So this is an ambitious play, but potentially exactly the right play.
To go ahead and sway the captain.
Staying in the squires.
This is what hurts. Because we built, we're stuck doing a squire again.
Mm-hmm.
That's my only real issue with this course of play.
My hand.
But again, it's an investment because we do this and we get extra card draw for the future.
Return. Craft.
Very,
and then
very
draw
true.
2. Perfect. And that'll be my turn.
Oh goodness, that game had more views than I thought.
It's over 1,000.
Well, yeah, that VOD is almost 1,500 views.
Out here. There it is. First.
That looks like the record. Yeah, we had almost 1,500 views on round 1, game 22. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about YouTube. Good point, Argent. I haven't been looking at the YouTube numbers at all. I've been so heads down.
Next, I am going to march. 3 here.
Oh, so Luna Star, that's a very good point. We did reveal 3 mouse cards, and it would have been a real pain getting to a 3rd mouse clearing. So we're actually leaning into the RNG of what cards we have, which that makes it even better. That's a great point.
That is a very good point. So unsurprising to see cats shift from 9 to 8.
I mean, this feels very much like bait on Glandoor's part.
Loam.
Ah, Moro, that's certainly what it is. I did see that.
And battle this right
Was
here.
the game 22 Nitro Revs game?
Any
I'm assuming so.
No, go ahead.
Maybe not. I know he was late in the round.
I'm like, why am I asking when I can just check?
Okay.
I have the notes.
My point.
It was, in fact, Nitro Revs game.
Yeah, so it has that Nitro Rev signal boost.
It has Nitro Rev playing Corvid Conspiracy.
And then.
So yeah, this feels like bait for Glandoor, but also keepers are maybe having enough of a hard time that that's okay.
Yeah, I don't really feel like this is gonna get hurt too much. But I mean, it does allow us to set up in 12 now, which is quite convenient for Glandoor.
It is.
The-
It's a question of, is this mutual benefit or is this
I want the-
mutual benefit where keepers are getting more out of it than we are?
I'll build a small mill there.
Mutually equitable versus...
Sorry, guys. Horrible at making
Don't be
a
sorry.
decision.
It's all good, man.
Decisions are hard.
They
I
are.
hate them.
Points for that.
I limit myself to 3 decisions a day for that reason.
Grab my wood out of here.
You do a lot of things for only 3 decisions per day. Does like one of your decisions have like a subset of decisions? Is that what happens?
No.
And then I will just recruit again.
Wait, did he recruit? Oh no, we did not recruit once. It's already.
It was move, battle, build, recruit.
And take my 2 cards.
We spent a bird card, presumably.
Did we?
Daikon,
Yeah.
do you reckon you might be able to take out this sawmill here? Because I think the cat's growth is getting pretty worrying at this point.
Punk Starman, I'll answer that for him. He's been reading
That
Discord
seems
chat.
pretty easy. Slow the cats down. The cat's a lot.
I'm gonna regret grabbing one of those.
Yes, you are.
With my cadence, I agree.
Oh, but now I smell them and I want them.
First, I will craft loam. Just to add that in there.
Ooh.
I've got
Both loams crafted.
questions, and the question is cats. Are you comfortable with me taking out that sawmill? I'm assuming no.
On.
I mean, it would not be my favorite decision.
Okay. As a consolation prize, there's some free cardboard up there I'm going to need to let go of.
That's
So,
fair.
okay,
I mean,
so-
that's probably going to go to the moles, but
right. With that said,
Punk Starman, I'm not currently reading anything. I keep leaving books around my life in the hopes that I'll pick them up and start reading them.
Rabbit.
And then I clean them up because I don't like the mess.
I've got a backlog of like 4 or 5 game design books I want to read, as well as some various horror fiction I want to read, and a couple nonfiction books
So let's do
sitting around somewhere.
That's how you do it.
I'm reading a nonfiction horror book.
How do you do it?
It's about the
well,
serial killer
I did it
from
and then it stopped
Edinburgh.
working.
Never mind.
That's right. I remember buying you that.
oh, guys, real quick before anyone
I haven't gotten very far.
wood's still out here,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll just
Uh,
that it might keep because it's
Francis asking if we're going to RootCon. Probably. We have a really busy summer and we have to finish planning it out, but we're certainly trying to.
I don't need to go to work in August. I just don't need to exist. It's fine.
Each time.
And Jake asked us if we wanted to like host a panel or something, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. What would we even do?
Happens.
I will talk about the importance of our lizard god, and that will be it. I'll just be converting people.
But
Make
anyway,
pamphlets and everything.
To do is
getting back to the game, League of Adventurous Mice is a great craft for Corvids, and it's probably the reason we did the hammer last round. It's a great point test driver.
plot
Um,
right here.
We could have crafted both of this round, so we didn't necessarily need to do that in advance.
but we also didn't know if we would still have the fox plot
And then
this
second
turn.
action.
That's
Because again, it feels like
we are not flipping anything.
we're not.
Loam it. Actually, not second action, just gonna loam it. So flip that. And no, sorry. Second action is to move. And this sounds bad, but I'm abandoning it. And then I'm gonna loam to battle. Do you have ambush?
I do not.
Correct English. Do you have a ambush? An ambush.
I
The ambush is more easy.
There you go.
I opt not to use it.
All right, so let's fight.
I've got it. Let's do a panel on commonly missed rules.
That one,
I thought about something like that.
and then
Something rules related. Feels weird when Joshua Yearsley is going to be there
That's true.
for me to do a rules thing when he's there.
Is there anything anybody in chat would recommend? Just out of curiosity, what people would want to actually hear.
Battle.
Battle. Yep.
Puts pressure on us.
I'm just curious. I'll ask questions. This is under no obligation for us to fulfill them. I might also be using this as
so I'm gonna
Then just
battle again. So-
as a way to make YouTube
You're telling the
videos.
truth.
Yep.
Roll them.
That's what I wanted the first time.
It's empty.
You know,
Just for posterity.
just wanted to see how bad you destroyed them, right?
Yeah, I think so. I just really like when it goes doo doo doo.
It is satisfying.
Okay.
It makes the pain a little less.
All right, so
All right. with that said, I won't insert. I'll just draw 2 cards.
Yeah, make some noise. Big money.
And then
All it takes is, hundreds of hours of effort.
Okay.
I thought it was
Beautiful.
just having a wife that does other things.
Yeah, actually, that's how you make big money, is you have a wife who's making money for you while you do it.
I guess I'm not your wife yet.
Not yet.
Close enough.
But, yeah, talking about that turn, we did police cats by taking out a sawmill.
But
Which,
that also opened up a spot for them.
it does open up a spot, but it was our 3rd sawmill. So if we'd had a 4th sawmill out, that would have been low-key helping cats. Taking out our 3rd sawmill actually does hurt a little bit.
Spending 2 fox cards to recruit 4 more warriors.
2 come in on each way station.
We put down a tablet again.
The tablet way station went down in 12, which we have the 2 in there, but there's no tablets nearby.
No.
So that signals to me that we're trying to get this tablet off the map
Yeah.
so we can stop worrying about it.
We might still just keep the 1 for our Devout Night protection since it's a better Devout Night protection.
Yeah, and we're going to have more...
I'm surprised to see so many more warriors in 3 because I assumed we were going to be going up to 2.
I'm gonna move 2 fellows out of here.
I think I would have moved 3 because even with 3 we still control the original clear. What? Yeah, I would have moved 3 just because even with 3 we would control the original clearing.
Have a good night, Punk Star Man. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a reason why we put so many in 3. What are we doing in 3 that we need so many warriors?
We might be moving from 3 to 7, which I can accept.
Yeah.
I don't know what any part of that needed.
I think we're gonna take.
I mean, that helps us recover from 12, 7, and 2. Okay, I don't mind this as much if only 2 if we're taking one of the relics.
We are going to battle. Who's more worrying here?
Wait, what?
you can take me.
Oh, you're deciding between which player. Got it.
Yeah. Are you gonna ambush me here?
Nah,
Okay. All right. I won't get
I'll
to
save
deal
it
with
for
this.
someone else.
2-1.
All right. That crow is gone. Devout Knights protects my badger.
Yep.
Very cool.
Then Yep.
Oh, I've got it. I'll just do a pin on statistics.
then we're going
Done.
to the move phase. We are going to move, I believe, 4 warriors are going to come out here.
Yep. I don't like that. I guess it's okay if we're battling in 7 and then moving back
We'll
into 3.
battle cats in clearing 7. Would you like to ambush me?
No.
Yeah, that must be what we're doing.
I guess we're not planning on recovering that relic in 2 until later.
Yeah, I guess. Well, yeah, we've got the 2 cards. Yeah, I guess the plan is to try recovering both of these.
And then I will delve the meerkat.
2.
Okay. Then I'm going to battle no one and delve in clearing 7.
Okay. I'm seeing the threads come together, and I do like this.
There we go.
Now that I understand what's happening. We're still playing with fire with
How heavy are these relics? Does each
the face down plots.
1 warrior.
only get to carry 1, or can 1 warrior carry 2?
No, it's just
one
one per
It's one
warrior.
with each keeper warrior. Okay. All right. So yeah. So we've done 2 battles. We get 1 move and
I mean, Test Driver, everyone's kind of playing
These two
greedy,
guys.
so I feel like they're just not
both
caring about
bolts
it.
back here.
I mean, Corvids are also playing the long game
If they
here.
took off their armor, they probably could carry 2, but it would be inappropriate for television.
I mean, they're still covered by fur, right?
I have a notification.
Okay. Now I rule 3 fox clearings, so I can recover both of these without losing a revenue card.
What's cool about this is we're seeing the rare recover of different types of relics in one go because they happen to be with their way stations in the same clearing.
Agreed.
That requires good knowledge of the faction, knowing that you can do that.
My first 5 points.
Or watching the tournament, as we say it a bunch of times.
We do say it a bunch of times. Do I have to stop saying that at some point?
No, God, no.
And
I mean,
recovering.
one of my favorite comments has always been, I watched the tournament last year and got to know the game, and that's why I'm playing this year, and it makes me so freaking happy.
Yeah,
so
that's the dream.
Keep those teaching moments.
Good.
Mhm.
Till now. So
Yep.
I can't guarantee I won't flip them. Yeah.
Okay. I have a feeling it's a raid anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's primarily placed to annoy me, so I'm determined to not be annoyed by it.
I'm determined to not touch it because I think it's a raid.
And then, yeah, okay, and then retinue time. We will put. Yeah, I guess. Is that going to be useful? It's probably not going to be useful anywhere. Well,
What do we got?
okay.
Is it useful? Sometimes I don't mind putting down non-useful cards, but especially when it's so thinned. But I can understand maybe not wanting to clog it up with non-useful cards.
Well, the thing we have to start thinking about right now
Cover.
is we are starting to run out of relics on our side of the
I
map.
think we'll put rabbit into move.
Oh, that's amazing, Johnny Spud.
Okay, so we have one more bird in move recover, and then a mouse in a bunny in move.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. We have to start thinking about how we're going to get to the other side of the map, and that maybe reflects how we're going to do it, because rabbits are an important choke point either direction that we choose to go.
Yes.
So I think we're maybe starting to plan for that, which is good.
Reveal card to build another market.
Continuing on the building path.
Yep. May as well double down. In for a penny, in for a pound.
We know that Master Engravers is currently in the discard, but we haven't seen Mirren Broker yet, so that could be a good card. Or we have seen it and I just not registered it as a revealed card.
Go ahead and take that battle on the plot in 1. Do you have an ambush that you'd like to play?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. Here you go.
Okay.
Oh, a mouse ambush.
That's actually a little... It doesn't set the battle, but it is kind of hilarious. And moles don't like losing warriors.
Yeah. So like normally, you know, my whole thing I always go over is don't use an ambush if it's not getting you anything. But there is the argument there that even though it's not canceling the battle, the death of any moles is doing some amount of policing against them, because it's a bottleneck for their game plan unless they're going Citadel heavy. Mm-hmm. So, well, I don't know if I love that ambush. I certainly don't dislike it in this case.
I think that's always the same for like
move from
moles and from badgers. Them losing warriors is just always a good thing for you.
Yeah.
And now with only one one mole in that clearing, maybe cats finish the job just as a little bit of minor policing.
Maybe cats finish the job. Maybe it just means that moles aren't able to do a move into a different clearing that they were planning to do. Maybe
move from 6 to 2.
Or corvids just come in there and beat the crap out of them too.
So that would be the marshal.
because like our plan might have been, for all we know, to have moved these 3 into here and then, you know, out into one of these.
Mm-hmm.
3 cards.
Don't look down to your left. I said don't do that.
I looked down to my left with my eyes, but I didn't move my head.
She'll still notice. See, I told you.
You did tell me.
Apologies, give me just a second.
Oh, you're fine.
4 cards in hand. We know we have at least 3 mouse cards, right? Here's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So probably 2 other mouse cards in hand.
Yep.
Which got 2 mouse clearings. We're also in a rabbit and a fox.
Yep.
Is this the turn where we go Bridget, or do we actually go all the way and pick up a lord?
I wouldn't be surprised if we picked up a lord just due to wait, that was Master Engravers. We saw Marine Broker.
That'll be 2.
I flipped them in my head.
I did too.
And I will take my
So we do
mouse
go
cards
for
back.
Brigadier.
Go ahead and discard this.
It's hard to argue against the consistency that Brigadier lends you.
I will say I'm a little sad to see boat builders for the Badger's
Master
sake.
Engravers.
Arrow respect. Props to Keegan for the arrow respect.
And I will draw 3 cards.
That's hard for me to say.
1, 2,
Arrow respect.
3. Perfect.
I heard error respect, and I was like, what?
Yeah, that many RW sounds, it starts to get mushmouth for me if I'm not careful.
I was watching a podcast earlier today or yesterday where it was brought to my attention that in the word berserk, we don't pronounce both R's.
And that'll be...
Usually no, yeah.
And my brain got very caught up on it.
I wish I could buy from you.
Yeah, yeah, right? Well, it's not for you. It's for the denizens of the forest.
What are you staring at?
Put out my wood. 2.
Just straight head down. Just, I'm gonna look at this shirt. I will say the cat approves of the root shirt.
I know where
Clearly.
Does she?
She's entranced by it.
Yeah.
Let it happen.
Bazoik.
Johnny Spud, one of my favorite things is seeing a Boston accent pronounce Aaron Earns and Iron Earn. It's the best. It's the best thing in the world.
I love New York accents. Every time I hear it in a movie or a show or something, I'm just like, so good.
I just love accents in general. The Midwestern accent is sad.
I don't think you can say you love accents, then turn around and call one sad. That seems...
Well, because I grew up with the Midwestern accent, so my brain thinks it's like a lack of an accent.
Action. I'm gonna battle the crows here in 8. Any ambush?
No, not that I want to use right now.
Alright, so we're finally going after some of these plots.
You had more than one ambush.
Oh,
Alright. Take 30.
tongue caught, and that's an extra hit.
Yeah.
Well, there's only one Corvid warrior, so you only take
Yep,
two.
so it's only
Oh
2.
yeah, I only 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it ends up being a true 2-2.
That's gone. That
Was it a raid?
is A raid, yes.
Oh, did we have a third hit?
It is a raid.
I
Get the
figured,
points.
but
And then
We only removed 2.
1, 2.
I thought there were 2 warriors for Corvids.
yeah.
There's only one warrior.
Oh, you're right. My brain knew and my mouth didn't.
There. One goes up.
Bad mouth.
And one goes
Good
up
brain.
here.
What I really mean is like my brain was...
Should have, 3 and 9.
My subconscious knew, my conscious didn't.
There before.
Because subconsciously I saw that and evaluated it correctly, and then consciously I was like, huh, I'm a dumb person.
Mike some noise, I thoroughly believe that Marquise de Cat has like a very thick
And
New York
I'm
accent.
going to build her
I
actually.
ask that you don't touch 5.
Okay.
You can go there,
I
just
think-
don't touch it. That sounds weird, but I mean, I'm being self-interested. I have
Okay.
my sights set on 5.
Alright, Corvid's saying they're going after 5.
Uh,
Very, very interesting comment.
That is interesting.
All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna build in
Badger's just hoping Corvids move out of 3.
11
And possibly 12.
sawmill. Get my 2 points.
Alright, that gets us our third sawmill back, but it eats up our last building slot and our most safe one,
I
Mm-hmm.
think I'm just gonna
which I don't love.
recruit
I'm
down here again.
honestly not entirely sure what battling the plot in 8 got us, particularly when
And take my 2 cards.
we instead could have reclaimed 10
All right.
or focused on reclaiming 9
Let's go ahead and
Mhm.
and maybe outruling in 12. I don't know.
points.
T-Craft.
Das Root! Das T! Wait, no. This doesn't work. My brain. I heard it was T,
Discard.
and I got there eventually.
And,
Catch
Hey,
me
Master
watching.
Decoy.
um,
Yes, it is another
it
first
is,
seat cats.
here you go.
It was between multiple cats or a single cat.
Okay.
As the options.
And And finally, recruit.
I'm going to point out Dakon Faraday getting some...
Did we flip?
Recruit charm offensive,
Yes, we flipped the raid in 3.
We did.
which makes sense because that's
Dakon Faraday getting some killer crafts. Great card draw. Really paying off.
here.
Did Batmaster craft anything? No. So poor Batmaster not getting the item crafts to support the loam.
Oh, and look,
It was a bit aspirational.
Which is fine. It's just unfortunate to see it not paying off. But there's game left yet.
Discard. That's 3 actions and a loam. First thing I'm going to do.
Yeah, still not flipping in 12. We've been sitting on that one since
Turn
turn
2.
1, turn 2.
Yeah. I think actually might have been turn 1.
Yeah.
Did you say it? Hello, kitty.
It's mean, but
I have a new choice.
quite far ahead, and they've got 2 sawmills on that queue.
Yeah, but I'm gonna plateau here very quickly. I'm out of building slots unless I move into 10 or take basically at this point, because I'm on
I gotta fight
the
stuff.
map. Anytime I move, I'm gonna have to move basically all of my warriors, give any of you 3 a free point, and move into a different clearing. I'm gonna lose a building. I'm gonna basically stay in this 2 to 3 point track here for the rest of the game.
I think we got to start talking about. I think we got to start talking about moles here.
I mean,
Promised me.
Moles are a little bit of an issue.
Also, I'm just saying, I'm not going to be in clearing 3 forever.
And badgers are also fairly scary.
Yeah, badgers, you know that you're at least waiting until they make it across the map for them to be a really big problem, and we could still prevent them from doing that.
I would be interested in taking out the keep if his buildings were taken out and that plateau kind of removed. Then he's got a free building slots, and it probably would go in the keep and do something about that. But that depends on how many cards he has, and and you seem to have pretty healthy bird retinue, so that locks some of those cards in there. Let me just go ahead and do my turn.
Are crows going to be the mole police then? I think that's kind of what I was implying.
The first one is
They did talk about 5 being their clearing.
Yeah, they did indeed.
do this. Move.
It's 2 actions.
Plot here. Oh yeah, throw it in there.
Embedded agents only matter in defensive modes.
Correct.
From there. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Just not to confuse the building space.
I appreciate it.
Oh, that's cool.
Move plot and.
did you take a warrior out of 5 for the plot?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. I just look down for a
plot
second.
And...
We have a potential loam action and a potential exert. 2 battles is more than likely enough to clear the moles from that clearing. It could fail,
Could fail.
but statistically
Unlikely.
speaking, it would succeed.
Here we go. All right, let's get all 3.
Or
Okay, we're abandoning 3.
Oh, actually, I have a loam. Do I want to save that? I should be fine. All right.
If we're using loam, I would want to.
1,
I think we're exerting.
2,
No, we're
3.
yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna loam it instead of exert,
Oh no, okay.
just to be clear on that one.
Mm-hmm.
so we could do a second plot, Nate.
From there, that will draw me 1 card.
Okay, not exerting.
Not exerting.
Oh,
Just
use a button.
being annoying to cats, it looks like.
And my turn's done.
Okay. All right. Well,
Badgers are happy at least that crows left.
no encamping or decamping is going to happen. And actually, no recruit is going to happen because we are going to.
So we know that I think we know that the statue is not safe, right?
The figure.
The figure.
Which one here? Here?
No, the one down there. Yeah. Even with a 2, I think it's gonna be a 3 no matter what. Yeah, it's a 3 no matter what because we have the 1 on the board.
Needed that desperately.
We do have the 1. Yeah. So these are both the 3s.
Those are both 3s. The jewelry has a higher potential of being safe since we already got the 3 jewelry.
Yeah, so it could be a 2 or a 1 or a 3.
I'm just trying to kind of think, like, what makes sense.
I mean, I really thought our plan was to start the migration, but then we didn't recruit at all. And the migration almost always requires some recruiting. But we do have false orders.
The problem is 8 has so many humans.
Maybe the plan's to go north.
Yeah, right.
That's true.
Yep, no encamping, decamping, or recruiting. We are going to craft Foxfolk Steel.
We have to Eerie McGeary first before we can craft.
Yeah, we got it, Iri McGeary.
Sword.
Come on.
Yeah. 2 points.
Not that safe.
Don't forget to use the little button because it won't track properly if you do that.
Yeah, sorry.
Nope, you're good.
Yep.
You're good.
And see Eerie McGeary.
I'll use the button
See the card.
Yeah, you'll need to do that a couple times. It looks you should be at 7, but you're only at 2 there
I
on the
didn't do
board.
that with the recovering. Okay, sorry.
Nope, you're good. You're good.
So yeah, there we go.
Should we be at 7 or 8?
7.
It was only
We never removed a plot token.
Yeah, so you'd be back 1.
because we were
you're
tied.
on 5.
Yep.
We're at 5 at the end of last round.
No, you're good.
Sorry, I was trying to be a thumbs up, and then I was moving my arms, and that came out wrong.
I'm just holding the purring cat because she's purry. It feels nice on my hands.
The swordcraft is interesting.
I hate the lack of Eerie
I
McGeary.
want to keep Eerie Emigre. I have to battle someone.
Okay, we're talking about it now.
There's a mole up there.
Yeah.
So if you were called in at this point, you would say you have to discard the card because we're past the point.
Like this raid.
Could.
I mean, that's kind of
Probably.
helping the crows.
He's only
But-
he only has 1 crow left, so he would only be able to put 1 out.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would probably be the time to do
that's
that.
a good point. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think I revealed it a little too early.
I think 7 to 3 is a good way to do that. Then yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to use Eerie Emigre to march 1 warrior.
Is the fact that we were out of warriors to place with the raid a reason we should have exerted to plot an 8?
By itself.
Yes.
Um.
Yes, it is.
And then, oh, sorry.
Because we would have removed 2 to plot an 8,
Then
or a 9 even.
we'll
I didn't realize how many warriors we had. Are we going for a dom?
ambush.
Ah, take it.
That does look like a dom, doesn't it?
There we go.
Sorry, I just noticed something, and I was like,
That is a lot of warriors on rabbit.
So you get 1 warrior somewhere.
Yeah, right here.
All right, that's not rabbit.
Maybe we're just going to annoy the cats. I don't know.
It could be coincidence.
Sorry, guys, I'm just going to take a quick second to get my computer near a charger.
Yeah, no worries.
So we haven't used false orders. We did Eerie Emigre a little late, but we did it, so we kept it. We are still set up to recover in 12 the tablet this turn.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then
Yeah, there's no way it's actually a dom. It's got to just be taking advantage of the natural synergy of the same suit that Corvids have.
craft.
So the only thing I don't like about what we just did is that it makes it it makes it a little bit more difficult to battle Delve in clearing 12.
Okay. We're going to move.
I don't know that that should be our plan anyway.
Warriors out.
I think it's going to be though. So do badgers just leave 3 now for cats to come and take?
It's
Got. Actually, I've only got 1 in the move.
it's a good and a bad thing because
Okay.
you don't want those way stations in that corner anymore,
Then
but you also don't want to just make Cat's job easy.
Cats. Yeah.
Because, like, sure, Cat's plateau, sure, Cats are very stoppable, but giving them free slots like that and free points like that is a great way to actually enable their victory. So you still do need to be mindful of
I'm
them.
gonna battle moles as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Any
No
ambush?
ambush for me as well.
No delve.
I like this battling of the mole.
It's gone. I'm
Now we oppress that clearing?
not delving in either of those.
We do oppress
Um,
it. In fact, we oppress 2, 3, 7, and 3.
Uh,
So we have 3 clearings for oppress.
to-
Doesn't mean anything, but we have them. So it looks like we are going to do it on the northern strip, yeah.
Which I like in general. My only concern is if this is a snare, that makes it very annoying.
And
I don't know if Corvids had the foresight to plan for that and put down a snare there.
I think actually we'll send
At the same time, this could be a snare and they could always trick them or something.
defense as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Actually, wait, no.
Your choice.
Sorry, let's say that I never moved this warrior from here in the first place.
I'm good with that.
we can't do that
Um,
unless the table is
then
good.
with recovering
Okay, so we're saying that
this tablet.
we're saying we didn't move that warrior in the first place, which one person agreed to.
And that
That's a bit of a walk back.
column.
A lot has happened.
I would agree with that as well, but nobody else is saying no or calling you for it.
No
so.
one's going to live off the land. We are going to send 2 cards into the.
We had the actions to do it legally anyway, didn't we?
We're going to.
We didn't use 2 of our move recovers, right?
We didn't use one of them.
One of them? Alright, so it's a wash. It doesn't actually matter.
And put 1 into move recover.
Mouse cards.
Yeah.
If you're on notice.
Which means 7, 6, and 1.
This clearing.
Okay.
I would
I wouldn't have put it in the move and recover yet.
I would only put it in the move and recover if the plan is to move past moles. If the plan is to do any stopping to hit them while like do a little drive by, I'd double up in the battle delve.
I will.
You're gonna eat all these.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm gonna start by moving the warriors that are in 5 to the burrow.
Okay, we're protecting our warriors, which is good mole play.
I'm gonna dig.
We're not protecting our warriors. We're deploying them somewhere else. We're going after the cardboard in 3.
Potentially, yeah.
Bring all these little men out.
Which is actually very good for the Batchers. Because they want those
That
to
is
die.
my 2.
And it's bad for the cats because cats wanted to be the ones to do this.
I can take my actions on my Swayed Ministers. I will.
Give me my stuff.
Here, then I'm not taking it away then. You have to...
Oh, okay, fine.
You can't make me the arbiter of your self-control and then also ask for it every 2 minutes.
I accept. Over the morrow, what would you like to know more about?
Anything you can take back?
Let me think about it, because yes, I think I had mixed up my moves there a little bit.
Those markets could be dead, Switchfang.
So if it kind of,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So the dig. So here's the thing. The dig is staying.
I think the early markets were to offset the turn 1 extort.
Turn 0 extort.
Turn 0 extort.
Yeah, this is a natural response to a turn 0 extort.
Excuse
So I actually like it.
The first move was to go
The move of those
from-
warriors to the burrow.
from yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that are we okay with that?
Yep.
Okay. So instead of them have gone to the burrow, they would have gone to 6. I apologize. The two
Move,
warriors
dig.
from the burrow would have gone to 7 then, because there was 3 from 5 to 6, and I had 2 from the burrow on the dig, so that was correct. Apologies.
Only 2 warriors. Now what are we doing?
Okay, now we're doing minister actions.
We have Bridget, so we could still do 2
It's over
battles.
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I will start by.
Test driver, yeah.
We'll start by.
It's understandable. Time zones suck.
They do.
Also, nighttime sucks. Not nighttime specifically, but sleep.
Sleep sucks. I hate sleeping.
I fell asleep for 3 hours today, and I was not happy when I woke up. Guerric can attest.
She was not happy.
There's a whole plan here, and that just messed me up because I wasn't thinking.
Have a good night, test driver.
Yeah, I'm trying to... It sounds like Keegan is regretting the courses of action he's taken. And I was trying to find the logic in them. It felt a little over-eager to go for like the greedy, opportunistic grabbing of clearing 3. Unless we had fox crafting that we specifically wanted to do. Although that seems
I thought we were going to cling 3 to grab the buildings and because we needed it to sway.
Yeah. I assumed that was part of the equation as well. Because we did get knocked out of 2, so we're down a fox clearing.
Marshall to take a move there. And just on safety, I think I'm actually not going to use the rest of my
Okay, we're not battling.
actions.
Which is understandable. If we get ambushed, then we,
Then we can't use it to sway.
yeah, we don't get to sway.
Yes.
Granted, if we battle with...
And let me just
Clearly, the tunnel
clarify to
should
make
decide
sure
a
I'm
fight
doing
in
that
7.
right.
I think we could actually do it safely because we have Captain in addition to Bridget. So we can use Captain to battle in 3.
This tunnel here.
And
Yep, your tunnels are fine.
Cool.
and then if we do get ambushed, we could use Bridget to move 1 warrior from 6 into 2.
Weighing using these.
Agreed.
dice. And
We don't even need the fox.
and I will go ahead and grab.
Is that all of the crossbows?
Shoot, I cannot zoom
All both of them? Yes.
Ah, yes. My brain thought this sword was also a crossbow for some reason.
for the markets.
We needed a 4th
I
clearing.
will get my 3 points there. 1, 2.
No, we had the rabbit. Yeah, we don't need fox. I'm not sure why we didn't battle.
Samesies. Because we had the piece in...
Is that-
I'm wondering if we're not including tunnel space. No, we're including it in...
We included it in 7 but forgot about it in 5, maybe?
I will take my
Maybe.
mice back. I will discard these bird.
I'm perplexed.
I'm also perplexed.
I am gonna go ahead and craft with the mouse in a sack to go ahead and snag a bag for 2 points.
That's a 2-point bag,
Bag,
which
a
is
bag.
sick nasty. Do people still say that?
And throw that in there.
Did people ever say that?
Yeah, they did.
And I will go
What?
ahead.
Yeah, people said that.
I will draw 3.
Hey, North Abbott.
Great. Alright. It's my turn.
Although we feel like we messed it up a little bit, I still think that was a pretty good turn for the duchy.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. We're maybe making some weird choices or some like not quite optimal choices, but we're still doing pretty well.
Mhm.
And I'm still not convinced who's going to come mess with us.
Crows in 8.
Not sure who's going to come mess with us.
Any ambush?
Cat's not happy about these crows.
2, but no.
Alright.
3-3. That's like a 3-3.
Glad I didn't.
Oh, that's so painful for cats.
That is very painful for
I mean, that's just burn in action.
Right there.
Go to jail. Do not pass go.
Do not collect $200.
Alright.
Do not collect $100.
Next. Alright. I'm gonna spend this so I have 4 actions.
Oh, that's gonna go.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I forgot it automatically didn't. I'm gonna battle this tunnel in 5.
Yep,
Any
I think if you right
ambush?
click and discard, it will.
Oh, gotcha.
There is no ambush on that.
Alright, cool. So I'll take a point.
All right, we get to eat a point in 5, but this is rapidly feeling like we're not.
So
Maybe we move to 10 and build.
4 actions.
Potentially. You've got 2 actions left.
I'm going to just move
Yeah, move to 10 and build.
cat from 1 to 10.
Move 1 from 4 to 10 as well.
Eh.
Don't have to, I'm just saying, for our second march.
I'd maybe move 1 from 9 to 11.
But you took that tunnel out?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then 1 cat up to
Are we bombing 5? Is that what's happening?
that. I'll move 1 from 1 to 10, and then 1
Maybe.
from 1 to 11.
I don't mind that either.
And then I will build in 10. I will build a sawmill. Take away this wood
I like building a 4th sawmill.
and these 2 wood.
I like sawmills.
Me too.
And I will get 3 points. And chat will be happy that the bet is happening.
That is true. The bet will happen at the end of this round.
I mean, this is round 5.
It is indeed.
I was gonna say it feels like round 5.
All right. Do I have? Oh yeah, I do. Let's craft salt. Right there.
Solid craft.
Oh, it's supposed to go down up. There you go. That one.
Respect the arrow.
I think.
Or don't, whatever.
I'm not the arrow police.
So that's crafted. Next thing gonna do.
I don't know why, but every once in a while,
Uh,
I was watching a
card.
John Oliver video about lead, and he had a song from Sesame Street called "The Lead Police." And anytime someone says something police, that's the only song that pops into my head, and it's very annoying.
That one.
We're extorting cats in 5, which we'd warned them a little bit.
And I'm gonna flip again. Don't be scared.
Be terrified.
2 points.
Uh-huh.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I got a plan.
Anyway, I would have maybe tried negotiating with cats here, being like, "Hey, I know you want that tunnel point,
Let's go ahead.
but I can take a card from moles."
Yeah. I think we just missed what was happening more than anything.
So the first one is going to be a trick.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, and this is what we talked about. This
This actually could be worse.
is in some ways worse.
That's fine. Yeah.
Like obviously that represented the potential for a snare lock, which is an existential threat. But
because it means that
short of that, this is actively blocking the thing we need to do to
The
win.
question is which one will be the bomb? So first
Yeah.
one is going to be, let's go ahead and plot here.
Probably a double plot turn. We're in position to do it.
Mhm.
So you've been playing similarly to my philosophy with the Corvids, which is never put down a bomb until people realize you're never putting down a bomb. And then
Make sure you're never comfortable.
Did we forget to swap meet?
Let's do a move.
I think we probably did, yeah.
That's a shame. Would have been great to use that immediately.
Sorry, not you. You can stay.
Because this is round 5, and if we assume the game ends round 8,
No, but
then that means we're getting 1 less
you're
use.
snared.
You know, only 3 uses instead of 4.
We're gonna take 2 out.
Right. I'm just going to warn you that
Yes.
I want to delve in this clearing.
You do?
Yeah. So it might not be the best use because I will have to battle someone once I get the moles out. So
But you have
Yeah,
to control
you'll
it.
get the moles out. You're fine. You're fine. I get it.
I know. But if I do really well in those battles, then I will have to battle you instead.
That's right. But that's right.
Just keep doing your thing.
Good point. That makes me choose which plot I'm going to put in there.
So
I love that.
I could still expose it though. So
You could. All right, let's do.
you could do the same thing and put your plot over here, and then I think it's more likely to get left on. But
I hope you have good rolls.
I mean,
good
you're
enough.
sitting on a false order, so you can just move some of
You
those
could.
moles out and then battle, and then you'd be
that's
okay.
exactly what I was gonna do.
Oh, I see.
I did warn them all. So it took 24 hours to clear out.
You
and,
did? Don't worry.
They haven't done it.
It's okay. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be
Yeah.
fine. I'll be fine. Moles are going to get hit, so I think we're
Yeah.
good.
I mean, if
so
we
that
all go
was-
bird song, daylight, evening, they had 4 days to clear out. Just saying.
Isn't Birdsong Daylight Evening one day?
I guess
I
so.
mean, technically, yes.
Oh, but suppose everyone else is taking their turn.
But how long is a day?
What truly is time?
Where everyone takes their bird songs and then everyone takes their daylights and then everyone
People
takes their.
people
I
playing
want
wrong.
to, but I started. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure it would be broken, but it seems.
It's very broken. It's
So
you,
with that said,
that you read stories of people doing it.
I applaud it.
There was one person who once argued it was better that way.
Right.
It's deeply broken. It sounds like a cute idea until you start doing it and realize that some factions
No, I didn't.
don't work being broken up into segments like that.
Wait, so why did you remove? Why did you remove 2 warriors?
Because there was 2
after
plots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
After the first plot, you have to do an additional warrior per.
Oh,
So yeah, you tricked, moved, and then.
It would really mess up the Lost Souls too.
Okay. Oh yeah, so you plotted in here as well. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But I will exert and then do one more. That's
No,
3.
you already exerted though, because you tricked is 1, and then plot, and then move,
That's right.
and then plot.
That's what I was asking. So let's put those back.
No, so you're done.
As much
You
as I would
are
not like to
done.
have 4 warriors there.
4 total in there stacked. All right, so let's
why,
do that.
why are those Corvids there?
Oh, those were
They-
there. Those.
He
I was
was going to
gonna plot.
remove 3 to plot, but he
Oh,
can't.
right. Yeah, but you can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I wanted to confirm, and then you caught me, and that was good. So that just means I'm drawing. Drawing 2. No, I'm not drawing
Okay.
because I exerted. So we're
Yeah.
done. Next.
All right, things got a little chaotic at the end there, but it all worked out, I think.
Okay.
I mean, if there's one thing you gotta do, it's you gotta keep the corporates honest.
Or decamp. We will recruit this time. We're going to recruit twice.
Okay.
Travel gear and Fox partisans.
Yeah. Question is, do we also false orders?
Fox recruiter.
If the plan is to plow through 6 like we've talked about and like we were speculating,
We said we were going to, but where do we false orders to is also the question.
And those are going to go.
Do
What?
we false orders into 5 just in hopes that the moles will kill those snare themselves to free up those warriors?
maybe?
Especially since it's undefended.
Will the others go there too? I think they might. Yeah. Well, unless it's gonna. No, we'll be okay. We'll be all right. Okay. Very nice. That is total mass. That's okay. Right. Crafting. Oh, wait, no. Before I do that,
Yes.
they're still in birdsong. They're still in birdsong.
Okay.
We will use false orders.
Okay.
And
We're going to false orders them into 2 so we can eerie emigrate from 12 to 2?
if there was a tunnel in there, would I be able to send it to the burrow?
Yes.
Yes.
That is true.
I can't. So they're going back in.
You can false orders following the movement rules of the faction.
Yeah.
And yep. So that's my false orders is discarded. And then Eerie Emigre, which I must use.
I guess the plan is to get rid of eerie emigrate?
We will use Eerie Emigre to move all of these guys with the relic to attack the moles. Would you like to ambush?
No.
Okay.
What's wrong? The 2-1.
2-2. So yep, I take 1.
We only have a bird bunny move in this column. These guys cannot reach us.
Somewhere.
I think we're just
Yeah,
gonna
it's like
be
the east
those 3 warriors were supposed to be our heroes.
And that's why I was saying we could have gotten the Badger Ball together if we'd false ordered to 2 and then eerie emigrate from 12 to 2.
I see.
And then we could have moved the whole thing to 6 and not had to worry about taking losses.
Then we're also going to craft Propaganda Bureau. Now we start at daylight.
That helps.
That's a fun craft.
We could get rid of that mole in if we get rid of the mole in 6, then we're safe.
Yeah, okay.
Propaganda Bureau 6.
I mean, we also could just start establishing ourselves somewhere else on the map.
That's true.
Like we could bypass the whole migration issue
Badger.
and pop up in 10 or something.
Yeah, we could just
4 of them over here. And I really wish I had another move in bird, but I don't. So we're going to move 4 badgers up here.
I mean, if we're trying to first get that northern strip, I wouldn't be surprised if we just did the buildings.
Our battle delve. Okay, we're going to use our first mouse battle delve against
Propaganda bureau, propaganda bureau.
would you like to ambush?
I guess.
Okay.
I guess the reason.
Oh, I guess because it's only one, no matter what, we aren't going to be doing any damage.
You shouldn't be, because I'm only going to get to deal 2.
What do you mean only one?
I'm going to battle you again.
Because there's only one warrior and we have the devout knights, we don't have to worry about losing anything.
Oh, no,
in
that's
battle.
not how
We did for if there was an ambush.
Yes. So
That's not how that works.
that is going to
I
be
flipped
sad.
the whole board over.
All right.
We do have double loss of failure.
Price of failure.
Price of failure.
Is it? Oh, is the
And then-
board on top now? Is that why that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, this is why you don't put the crowns on this board, by the way. It does that.
Delve.
But yeah, okay, so the reason we didn't prioritize getting the whole badger ball with us is because we did want to rule 3 adjacent clearings to this forest. I see.
Not for long.
I wonder if we're not actually migrating or if we're just doing an incursion.
We might be doing just an
I'm
incursion.
sorry.
And then propaganda bureau could be for next turn.
It's too risky to battle crows.
This feels like
That's another point. Sorry,
We'll
gonna lose
figure
that.
this feels like curtains for moles.
If you didn't
There
deal
it
me
is.
an extra hit in the Erie Emigre battle, then that actually wouldn't have happened.
Oh, the crowns, yeah.
Because I would have had enough badges to deal a hit the first time. Anyway. Yeah, delving this.
That one I think was pretty safe.
And then Keegan, you lose your
How many?
2 cards, right?
Three
Yes, sorry.
3 birds, 1
was
mouse.
so-
Okay, so we can get them back to 3 and recover them.
Rounds, I couldn't
Okay. So I was looking at this whole thing
figure it out, man.
wrong for understanding what was happening. We weren't migrating. We were just retrieving these.
I had a feeling that was the
Points,
case.
from those buildings.
Discarding coffin makers and swords for moles. That sucks.
The sword is especially rough, but I guess we don't have buildings anymore, so.
Yeah. Now the slightly
I mean, now because
Do we need to lose another minister?
Huh?
Do we need to lose another minister, or are we
no,
good?
we lost Baron of Dirt and we lost the Brigadier.
Just giving
I will say,
2 points to someone.
this is the funniest time where badgers desperately want tunnels.
That is a bit annoying, but
Because you prop bureau over to 10, put down a way station in 10, and then you can get to all of your way stations.
way around.
Yeah.
Unless could I do that? Yeah, I suppose I could do that.
Is this the Badger player we've been waiting for? It's very possible.
Yeah. All right. As much as it pains me, I'm going to use Propaganda Bureau to spend a saboteurs, and I will convert this crow.
Fair.
Oh wait, are we not heading back?
The arrows of their
We have 3 battles, so
realize
we
the only
have one more
way
recover delve battle.
for their misdeeds is by collecting shit.
Oh, and we needed to carry this stuff back because there's 3 relics.
Now
Also that!
I'm going to move all of these 3 guys.
That's actually smart.
These relics, and then move them all here as well. And
Use the mouse to move one more
I think
time.
it's pretty unavoidable that we're going to have to do some lift off the land here.
We have 2 more move. We have 1 more move and 1 more.
No, it's
Oh, for-
unavoidable. We have to move.
for 3, yeah.
We require moving 3 warriors into 3, which means it's going to have 4 warriors in there.
Avoid it being a double live off the land if we bring 1 badger with them.
Good optimization.
And then we move.
If you leave 1 relic behind and only recover 2,
badgers.
and just leave that 1,
Yeah, I actually,
you could avoid it.
I still don't hate leaving the 1 on the map, but this is certainly good.
And then recovering all 3 of them.
We recover it safely. That's a heck of a recover.
It's a good
folks.
turn.
That is,
Good turn.
yeah.
So 3 moves and a recover.
And you rule
Or-
2.
3.
So you lose that card?
No, I rule 3 fox clearings.
3 warriors in a building versus 3 corvids.
Does not look like it. It looks like
That's 4.
that's not.
There's
Right
a way
here.
No,
station.
he has
There's
3
3
of them.
Excuse me.
way station.
Blended in on my screen.
Just.
Yeah.
The warriors, the keepers do blend in on winter. I
They
accept.
do. Big time.
It says any number of relics as the same type as way stations there. So
Yeah.
As way stations in the clearing.
So it's
It's
not
really dumb.
way station.
It's
This is some of the most precise wording in this little blurb there, because it's Josh trying to condense a very,
So then.
very precise and very technical procedure down into like one little blurb. So every single letter there is in
It
that
matters.
is in there with intention. Way stations is plural for a reason. Types is plural for a reason.
Dance with you is probably at an end.
Yeah, fair enough.
Cats, my new best friend.
I was gonna say if you guys badgers are gonna have to start coming my way. So
Badgers can prop bureau.
it's too much.
Yeah. So Prop Bureau opens up opportunities for them. I want to point out
Extra into the retinue. I think.
we have a column bonus
And with
Oh, I
prop-
at the ready.
Shift around the retinue though. I can do that.
And another column bonus is not off the table with jewelry over here.
Yeah. Yeah. Only 1 card.
So badgers are effectively in the danger zone. They cannot snare lock through prop. That's correct over the Mora. We are officially safe from snare locking at the moment.
Not the moment.
Anyway, the thing I'm trying to say is badgers are in a really good spot. However, the one thing that we didn't do this turn is make any progress toward closing, i.e. getting to the other side of the map.
Yep.
We crafted Propaganda Bureau, which is a form of doing that, but we didn't utilize it in a way that worked toward
Yeah.
that. So,
We needed it to move the relic, unfortunately.
Yeah.
4 cards.
which, smart, clever use of it. Just it's solving an immediate problem as opposed to a future problem. This was a very good immediate turn and not a strong
We forgot to live off the land.
easy fix
If they catch it.
if they catch it. All that to say, I think badgers are probably on a 2 to 3 turn clock just because they're going to have difficulty establishing themselves in the right way to close the game.
I will start by battling this snare. Would you like to play an ambush?
No,
Huh?
we need you now.
All right, and this is rapidly becoming very bad for
I will
Corvids.
get 1
Yeah.
for that, and you can have your snare.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We lost one of our face-up plots. We lost one of our face-down plots, so to speak. We can't flip it. It's still there, but we can't flip it.
Hard to build.
And of course, Moles had a very bad turn. This does feel like it's between cats and badgers right now.
And with prop bureau, even though badgers might be a little slower, I still think they're faster than cats.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And cats are currently being policed by Corvids, just by Corvids passively denying rule. And Moles
Sorry, I had this all planned out.
committing to 5 is a form of policing of cats.
I will.
It's interesting we're right back into buildings.
I will.
I mean, again, when you're down so badly, you kind of need that extra oomph to get back into it, even if it is making yourself vulnerable to being curb stomped again.
Well, we're also only
So,
being able to sway
I
the
will
formal.
forgo
We don't
my
have the cards to do a
ministers.
to do minister.
True.
I believe.
A higher minister.
Yeah, not swaying Bridget back is pretty awful. That double price of failure wrecked us so bad. We'd be.
Yeah.
I mean, it would still suck if we'd had been single price of failure, but the double is brutal, and that's just
One's
RNG.
awful, the other one is truly, truly, truly awful.
It's not linear.
I will forgo my ministers, as I said.
It's geometrically bad,
Way the formal.
exponentially bad, whatever.
The last little dude there. I'll pick my cards back up.
Whatever progression you want to use.
Craft
Did you get 2 points for the formal? Or
No, I got one, but
Oh.
I got one for the snare that I removed.
That's right.
Reasonable question.
Yeah.
Apologies. Craft. And then draw. Perfect. Okey-doke. That is my turn.
Alright, put out all my wood pieces.
I mean, Katara, if we want to be pedantic, the root rules really don't support batched removals of anything very well. Like we know that's how it's supposed to work because of Word of God, but strict readings of the rules don't really support batched removals of things.
Things first.
Unless it's explicitly for combat, I should say. Favors are pretty explicitly remove everything at once.
I forgot. Yeah, probably. Let me see. Hold on. No, it's alt.
It's alt shift.
It is a bandit hireling moment.
Nice.
Oh.
No.
It's right here. You can take a look at it.
Great for cats.
What
Sucks
was
for
it?
corvids. I didn't hear what it was. I just heard as soon as Batmaster said it. Datcon was like, "Oh, I forgot, but it probably is."
All right.
Yeah,
So then. All right, I'm gonna battle the corvids here in.
Oh, we were supposed to gamble.
Oh yeah, gambling.
Sorry, I was thinking about it, and then we rolled right into the turn.
Gotta give you some.
Gamble's live, everybody.
Do you have any ambush for?
Got 5 whole minutes.
Literally, I'd been thinking about it on Keegan's turn. Like, I gotta remember to fire the gamble after this turn, and then
yeah, go ahead.
we were talking.
Katara distracted us.
Katara distracted me, and then the exposure distracted me.
I'm actually gonna field hospital these two.
Okay, we ambushed.
Here.
The friendship was broken very quickly.
Yeah. This is my casino. Oh, good roll.
Very
I
good
mean, at the
roll.
very least, we didn't get devastated for this. Although
Yeah,
at the
we
same
could.
time,
That could have gone the opposite direction, where we actually got wiped out of the clearing that we were fighting in.
actually getting wiped out might have been better.
Also, there.
That actually may not have been the roll we wanted.
Then.
Anyway, I do agree with that, Katara. It is the fact that their difference is annoying.
I will say, as a primary Lizards player, seeing
Second action.
Price of Failure not hurt the moles as much always made me very jealous.
Price of Failure being different from Fear of the Faithful is at its best when it actually is influenceable. When you have things like looting where you can manipulate the number of hits you can deal, or when you, as moles, have to decide whether to dig to that clearing or an adjacent clearing to get the tunnel token as a soak hit as needed in there. Like, those are good aspects of Price of Failure. But then sometimes it certainly is just, all right, dice just said you get extra screwed today, which is not necessarily the most compelling dynamic, but...
So it looks like we did a battle, we did a recruit, and now we are doing a march. Not the turn cats wanted.
No. And that's especially true given we are racing the Badgers at the moment. And they're a whole lot better at racing than us. So having to take a full... a full neutral turn, a full, like, standing in place turn is awful.
We got 1 point from somewhere.
We exposed the plot.
Or we exposed the plot.
Yeah.
Who should I use it on?
Roughly halfway point reminder that the gamble is live. Get your gambles in.
I need to draw my cards.
Gamble.
Yeah, I do want to point out, Katara, that's exactly what I wanted to point out. Reinforcing 10 is very smart counterplay to Propaganda Bureau. It sucks majorly, but it is exactly the right move in a defensive sense.
We are swap meeting the cats as crows, by the way.
Gotcha. All right. Let's see it in there. All right.
This is a true swap meet. We gave back the card.
It's not a steel meat. We haven't had a steel meat in a long time. That's such an old meme that probably.
We had one this tournament. We had actually a couple this tournament.
But didn't they eventually give it back?
No.
No, we had true steel meats.
No.
I take it back. Anyway, that
I would have crossed that in my notes otherwise, and I didn't cross that in my notes.
I was just gonna say that's one of those things you don't see nearly as often anymore. When
That's
Underworld
true.
had just come out, that was a very common thing. I've told that anecdote before. I'm repeating myself like the old man I am.
Well, I mean, it's difficult in a world where you're coming from from standard deck to exiles and
Yes.
partisans, where standard deck has stand and deliver, where you just take the thing.
Yeah. I mean, it was just the player base adapting to a new deck of cards.
Recruit.
I will say, I recently did a root deck composition of just looking at the cards in decks, standard deck and exiles and partisans, which you should check out on my craft game, by the way. But I forgot most of the cards that were in standard deck. I legitimately was like, this card's here, that's such a cool card. I legitimately just did not register some of the cards in the deck.
Oh, that is one. One.
Recruiting in Fox,
Two.
Using informants.
okay. Not the ambush.
And where's the fourth?
Number 3, bottom right corner.
Thank you.
On some level, our positioning here resembles like the counterinsurgent style of crow play, just not in a corner. We happen to be in like the middle of the map instead.
Mm-hmm.
But that idea of heavily clustering our few clearings and focusing on defending them as if we were an army faction, that's kind of what we're resembling here.
A little bit.
All right, gambles closed. Hopefully you got your gambles in. We had one person hedge bet for the moles, 500 coins, 1% of the gamble. 2 people gamble for the corvids, 1.5k coins, 4% of the total.
Accept arguments on why you're not a threat.
5 people gambled for the cats, 15.6k coins, 42%.
Why are you not a threat?
Why am I not a threat? Because all the relics are on this side and they're loaded up with cats. And I don't really see how I'm going to be able to even get to delve them in the first place, let alone be able to move them back.
Not wrong.
That is a good argument.
So I think all I've really got for the rest of the game is like crafting and cardboard. So I think I'm going to limp. I might still finish, but it won't be until a few times.
And finally,
Counter
8 people.
propaganda bureau. So
That's a
they
good
can
counterpoint.
Yes, that is exactly the right counterpoint from Batmaster.
right,
Don't worry.
but
That's not enough to really deal with like the full army of cats that we've got in the protecting these things.
well, yes, that's part of the
Yeah.
reason why I sacrificed gaining any points.
Yeah,
Why
no,
are
that makes
cats
sense.
not a threat?
Very understandable, and you've definitely slowed me down and made it impossible for me to win the next couple of turns.
Uh,
The last statue is, in fact, a 3.
Well, I don't have any spaces to build unless I completely abandon an area.
And fight my way through those areas.
If I abandon one of these areas now, it's going to make it easier for the Badgers to, like prop bureau, move over, destroy one of my buildings, and then, next turn potentially start pulling stuff in. Yeah, I mean, I'm out of building slots at this point, and unless I start moving, because I don't think the moles are going to give up this little area. And
I'm trying not to.
I can't really, with your crows here, I really can't move up into here and keep my wood connected.
That's true.
And if you look at how much wood I have built up now, I'm gonna have all my wood on the board next turn.
All right. Well, good points. So
All right, finishing off the gambles, we had 8 people gambling for the keepers and iron, 19.5k coins, 53% of the vote. So strong showing for keepers with a little less for the cats, and then only hedge bets for corvids and moles.
If I could just make an interjection.
yes, I'm happy.
I
to
think,
hear,
I mean, not to dismantle everything, I would say there's 2 things that I'm thinking of.
right.
Yes, cats, if they want to abandon everything, they could come up 1-5, kind of not even necessarily have to battle, just would have enough potentially to just rule and create a supply line. Potentially, not saying it will happen, but it could happen. I would also say for the Badgers though, that, and I'm assuming with a number 3 tablet, that'll give them 5 points. So they'll be at 25, which is more than 50% possibility. And I know it's the issue of getting there. But I would say that could be something to consider as well. That's already 5 points right there. I'm not saying either way which one I think, because I don't necessarily know. I think it's crowded enough that the keepers can't just march in. But if the cats do give up space, then we have who's going to get there first.
Right.
And in that race, I think
my
it's
turn
keepers.
is going to come. My turn is going to come before the cats. So the cats, if they do clear out as part of their game push, they will do that after I take my turn. So I won't be able to benefit off that.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't see myself actually being able to get any of these relics this turn. It's
Oh no, I'm not saying this.
That is a very fine line, Katari.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I think this turn it's stalemated, but the next turn is where decisions will be made, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Katari, that's always an interesting thing. We've been seeing a lot this year, a lot of people going like, you have X points. I'm not going to tell you how, but you have them. So we need to play with that in mind. Which seems to be where the line has been drawn this year.
Which is saying, I see a possible win, but I'm not going to tell you how it is.
But we've also not really had anybody challenge it closely. We've never had somebody be like, no, I absolutely don't have that many points, and gotten into like a debate with the person about how that would be achieved.
We did see that last night.
We saw that a little bit. That was more like Squidmark offering the information pretty freely, but that's because it was dependent upon RNG.
It was magical.
Yeah, it was a magical Christmas land if you have exactly the right cards. It's not like a situation where it's something tangible.
Then I'm going to trick.
Ooh, tricking from 6 down to 9. It's a bomb.
Building slot. And then from there, finally, I will just draw. Yes, I will draw.
So,
That's 2.
with our feeling that the migration can't really happen across the cats, do we go across the northern border, and is this the time to get rid of Eerie Emigre, moving from 12 to 2?
Okay.
I mean, again, I thought we were going for the migration across the northern border last turn.
Well, we have 2 cards now, so we can go a little bit further this time.
We can. I mean, we could Eerie Emigrate from 3 into 7, and then move. We still don't get a bunny that way. We still get stuck at 6 until before delving. At least we'd then have to move on to the third column.
If we do Eerie Emigrate out of 12 to 2, we could then just move, and then get to 1.
Yeah. Abandon a lot of pieces back in 3 though.
Potentially, yes.
That is bad. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, this is a big turn. This is where we set ourselves up for the next 2 to 3 turns.
That's true.
What turn are we on? 6?
We are currently in round 6, yes.
Yeah, so we are determining our next 2 to 3 turns right now as keepers. Via how much we commit to moving across the map, how much we abandon in the process, so on.
Do we destroy your Emigre?
Okay. No in camp, decamp. We will recruit once. And in fact, I think we'll recruit twice.
Yeah, Katara, one thing I think that's worth talking about on that subject is I do feel like the average level of skill has been higher this year than last year, which has maybe influenced the amount people are willing to engage in that type of conversation for exactly that reason.
I only have 3 warriors.
Clearly,
But
it's
I put
because
the
they
phone
watched the
card down,
return
and
from last year and learned so much.
Unfortunately.
I gotta be silly when I can.
I roll my eyes, but that might be true. I don't know.
Yeah.
My first instinct is always to self-deprecate.
That's true.
Then Erie Emigre. We're gonna march all of these guys into this clearing.
Interesting. Battling at 12.
Oh. That's the reverse of what I thought.
Battle the crows.
I mean, this indicates we're going to try and go across the south, which, to be fair, we have the warriors for. I need my ambush.
Yeah, I guess you can have your hand back.
No.
Nice roll. I think the key thing is we didn't take any hits.
That is a good thing.
Right, start of daylight. We're gonna craft sword again.
Okay. This one's a bird card, but it's 2 points, which means that's across the 2 swords. That's basically 1 fewer relic we need to recover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1 fewer, 1 less. Yeah. Eh.
So I've got 3 moves.
Less feels more right, but anyway.
It's less.
Is it less? Because it's fewer cars, less traffic. It's the individual objects are fewer, but it does feel wrong, doesn't it? Maybe it's because the collective relics. It's the concept of relics as a whole that we're referring to.
I just know that English doesn't always follow its rules. There's
Yeah,
always
I
weird exceptions.
just don't quite have enough cards in the retinue to get things back in time. And I can't really get over here anyway.
And that we were counting it, Moro, is the thing. Like, I was saying 1 fewer relic because we were counting the number of relics.
Yeah, no, I meant I was just commending that to you.
Relics are a state of mind.
Relics are a state of mind.
I mean, there's just
Anyway, we're going down a grammatic.
Relical.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, this is very interesting. We're consolidating up in 12.
We're gonna do.
I'm imagining we're about to
Do our moves first.
Yeah, I imagine we're about to move like this.
We're going to
I would have to.
a lot of guys.
Yeah, that feels right.
I think we're gonna leave. Gonna leave 3 behind.
So, I mean, the normal thing you have to consider as keepers here is actually like decamping or otherwise letting your way stations be killed, because if they're still there, they are an anchor that ties you to those clearings.
Well.
So even if you create a giant badger ball and move it across the map to where you want to go, normally there's a police force that can come in, wipe it out, and now you're stuck where you started
Then
because your way stations or warriors are still stuck back here. Granted,
I think I have.
there's not a strong police force in this game.
So,
Maybe this is not the risk it normally is, leaving stuff behind.
I mean, I think we might just go. Honestly, I kind of wish we left 1 and 2 because it looks like we're just gonna go to 9, delve there, and then move back across 9 and 8.
I guess we could be like really. Obviously, I'm not in this mindset, but maybe we're really in an incursion mindset of just send in a badger swap ball, pick up relics, and take it home.
And if
That's
that's
valid.
the case, I really would have loved to see the 1 and 2 just so we kept that rule, so we could recover any relics this turn if we wanted.
The 1 and 2.
We cleared out 2 entirely. If we'd kept 1 there, we would have kept control of 3 fox clearings.
Yeah, that feels like a big miss. Unless we're gonna move 1 back in there as part of our. Can you not? Sorry. You were pushing my chair to rotate it away.
Sorry. Didn't realize.
Yeah, it feels like a big miss if we don't have a badger in 2 by the time we're recovering relics.
Mm-hmm. Now, if my brain is correct, we still have 4 cards in the move recover column.
Yeah, we have a lot of. Or 3.
3. My rain is
Three
no
in
longer
each one,
correct.
and we've used 2 from the first column.
With my mouse battle.
Okay.
Picking up the cardboard.
No ambush.
Solid.
Okay.
And if we are doing the sort of incursion style that we're talking about, that helps keep moles out of our backyard.
Mm-hmm. In fact, it actually moves tunnels off the map entirely, so moles. But that also means moles can pop up anywhere now.
They could do that anyway, though.
That's true. But now they're kind of forced to if they want more moles.
Right, exactly. Now they're forced to if they want to get up in our business, as before, where they could do it.
Passively.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna battle cats in this clearing.
Interesting.
No
Any
ambush.
ambush?
We don't control 9, so this isn't safe.
Do we not control 9?
No.
We don't. Are we sure?
No. Oh dear.
This is very messy.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we don't.
Okay. Let's see where that is going.
Well, 3-3 was not what we wanted there either.
Are you gonna use filter?
Yeah, Katara, I'm not worried about it for attacking so much as I'm worried about it for denying rule or something.
Yeah, I probably will, to be honest.
If Mole's plan involved, tossing a couple dudes in 7 and then moving them to 2 or something.
That was very devastating for Badgers, that roll.
That was big.
That was.
What was the roll itself?
3-3.
3-3.
And cats did field
Not
hospitals.
like that.
So that's a big swing of the balance toward cats a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm yelling, Cressida.
Yeah, he is yelling.
I'm also doing that because I'm far away from the mic. I'm trying to project my voice to offset the fact that I'm not giving the mic the proximity I'm supposed to for this type of mic.
So we've got a lot of
Oh come on.
projecting.
Yes.
Got knives.
Trying to use my chest voice.
I will not feel
And what's the phrase? Try to avoid
Um,
receding into your head voice or something. There was a line in HBO's Winning Time about that.
I do know whenever I take off my headphones and he's talking in that voice, I'm like, oh god. Because I realize how loud it is when I turn them off. Or not turn them off, take them off. They're not currently on. Otherwise, I definitely could not hear you. Did we propaganda bureau? I don't feel like we did.
I don't believe we have.
I feel like that could have helped in some situations.
I'm gonna move one badger into here.
It definitely could help right now.
Another badger into here.
Okay, it does look like we're kind of setting up for the incursion mindset.
I'm gonna add this into our retinue.
Okay. So we're officially not using propaganda bureau, it sounds like. Unless I missed it.
We're in gather retinue, so no.
That's what I'm saying, unless we missed it. It already happened.
And
Yeah.
then I draw 4 cards.
Not spending our last card for the retinue. We can't. We're retinue locked.
Okay.
But we're not going over hand size anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna pass my turn.
Alright, so that didn't make the headway we were hoping for.
No.
I still don't think Badgers are out of it by any means. That maybe set them back a full turn, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's all planned out again. I'm gonna recruit.
The only upside is it didn't... Well, it may have been bad for keepers. It didn't... I was going to say, it didn't necessarily help cats. Maybe this does?
I don't know what this is doing, but yeah.
I'm guessing this is a...
little party there, you know.
Yeah, my
That
it's
is-
the box, bro.
Everyone an 8.
If we kill this building, cats are happy. Because that's 1 march away from 11.
Formal
Mhm.
to reveal a card to place a building in any clearing you rule. So I'll be placing one in 5. use this little charm offensive.
Guerric hates just a game of Smash Bros. Cats could try taking the north. The 5 blocks us a little bit, but it is doable. We have enough of a mass of cats in 11 now that we could
Lone Badger here.
we could spread across the north if we want to.
Would you like to play an ambush?
No.
Okay. All right.
Beckett, I would argue Smash Bros. Because I'm terrible at it.
I don't rule there. Don't rule there. I need. Okay. So that'll be my minister actions. I will then reveal these 3 cards to sway the banker.
Oh.
Put a little crown on that dude.
Not what I was expecting.
2.
It's
Discard this.
I want to point out we've had kind of lousy luck as with our card draw all game.
Mm-hmm.
As
I
moles,
will go ahead and craft this bake sale.
it's been a lot of the wrong suits at the wrong times and or bird cards.
For
But that still doesn't mean banker over like bridge or
4
mayor.
points.
Oh.
It does if you're just points racing.
That's fair.
So that's what I was getting to. Is this is very much like a YOLO points race play. This is I am falling behind in scoring tempo,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna hope that people are busy with each other, and
Turn there.
I will score points.
Understandable. Okay.
And we still have one more noble sway, so we still could get Brigadier next turn.
I think it's more likely to get mayor.
Unfortunately, have to.
Or this is possible. We could be of the mindset that if we swayed them once, we can't sway them back.
That's possible.
Oh, what
But that's a guess.
I haven't seen that mistake in a while.
do those 3. Um.
All right, we ended up not losing the building in 8, so
Cards. I get 4 actions.
we'd have to head over to 12
First.
for a building slot, or we go north into 6. Either way, it's 2 marches as opposed to 1.
March from 11 to 1.
It does look like we might be abandoning 9.
Pick up a guy there. And march into 5.
We currently have 7 in there.
7, and then
That's just 1 shy.
to do this, Moles. I'm gonna battle you here.
Okay.
Good man.
Ambush.
Not that I'd like to play.
The question is this just to get through, or are we trying to wipe the clearing?
I think we're trying to wipe the clearing.
With a 3-1, I think whatever plan we had has now become wipe the clearing. Oof.
Poor moles.
And
I want to say I don't blame
3, man.
Keegan for making the plays he's made.
There it is.
There it is. I think this is unfortunate, most of all.
Field house.
I totally understand why you would
And then my 4th action, I will build
make the really risky play in the hope of getting back into the game.
sawmill.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because conservative play doesn't do you anything if it's just going to
from there,
cause the game to end before you catch up.
and
So I get it.
I'll keep one of the woods in the keep.
That keep is looking juicy as heck, I'm not gonna lie.
So
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points.
Pointer?
Yeah, I would
Hanging
actually
in the keep.
probably split up the wood a little bit.
Is this the 5-pointer?
no, just 4 points.
4 points. Okay.
I don't like that much cardboard in
And
one
then I
place.
got 2 for removing the buildings. So
There we go. We got the market points as well.
I don't know who helped me get the crowns off last time, but
Oh,
when you get a second.
I think I just grabbed the board and you grabbed the crowns or something. I
Oh,
don't
was
know.
that it?
Yeah. I don't know.
God,
we were
I
just
hate it.
clicking around.
So
It's fine. We know.
keepers could
I know one of those doesn't.
consolidate
How's that?
and just do a full assault on the keep and win this turn.
I know.
Nothing else. Just killing the keep.
Just killing a keep. They're that
Because it's
close.
7 points. And they're at 23.
All right.
How many battles do they have?
Alright.
3
Only
battles.
3. Oh, 2, because it's a mouse. It's the bunny.
Yeah, only 2 battles.
Actually, no, wait.
We didn't lose Yuri McGeary, though, so we actually could do
Operations, first thing
3.
you gotta do is...
The first one with only 3 warriors.
No, because we don't roll that.
Oh, we don't roll it. Never mind, you're right.
Yeah.
All right.
Shut up,
You don't want to
Road.
swap me. The Badgers, they're only using their stuff for recruiting.
Yeah, but they can recruit all they want.
But anyway, yeah, I think that was a really solid Cat's turn minus
They lose
our wood spending.
together. So.
Because it comes back to that fundamental idea of not consolidating your liability, and that's what we've done here. The keep is not unassailable.
I'm not giving it
No.
back.
And that just seems so juicy to me.
It does.
Clearly
No, I'm
something
kidding.
I
I'm
just
kidding.
threw.
I just wanted to say that here.
And I mean, even if we don't get through all of it and we just get 1 relic and try to recover that,
is
like, that makes up any
grab the
differences.
bag.
Or if we even just go there to hurt Cats, like if we just go there, kill what we can, and then call it a day, that's still solid enough.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming we actually deal some damage. If Cats have
A bajillion bunny cards.
3 bunny cards, then that's not so great.
I'm going to. I'm sorry, I have to move your badger.
That's all right.
Flip it.
Go for it.
So that's going to be 2 points.
It's a red.
1, 2, and then from there,
Not flipping the one in the north, though.
that I did that.
We've done a lot of not flipping this game.
Mm-hmm. Well, we tried flipping, so now we're trying the not flip.
Root. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the saboteurs to recruit.
You think a run to 4 is more likely to give a Badger win? That's fair.
Before I do it,
I'm just saying there's definitely multiple Badger options here. I'm just saying that if you could focus entirely on 1 clearing and not even worry about relics,
I don't like this, but
11's where to do it.
Yeah, and I mean the thing about 11 is if
Painful.
you make the risk that Cats don't have birds to field hospital, and you do your battles there, assuming you get through the 3 warriors with the first one, you will do damage to Cat's ability to race you. Like it is a given. You will remove
Mary play here.
some wood or some sawmills or whatever.
What I'm going to do is
I have a question. Moving a relic into the keep, that's doable though, because
Yeah.
it's not place item.
here,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then I'm going to take everybody and move them into the keep.
Crows are
okay.
doing it!
So I was waiting to see if I should start commenting that this could be a Corvid attempt at the keep.
I had a feeling it might be.
And if we assume that this was likely to fail,
Do you have an ambush?
this means that...
I do not.
Oh no.
Go roll.
This means that it maybe fails for Corvids, but
Wins for Badgers.
succeeds for Keepers.
You want to field hospital that one?
No.
No? Okay. Then I will use my 3rd action. That's correct, right? I got my 3rd because I used the loam
Yeah.
to battle again.
There's the roll.
That's a little better.
There's the roll.
All right, I'll take a wood, and you can
One.
have your
And-
point.
2.
Is there any chance you won't exert right now?
I'm going to field hospital that, so those guys both stay, and I got rid of a wood, so you get a point.
All right.
Yep. Got that one. I don't have cards. Yeah.
Cats have 4 cards in hand.
uh,
We can probably assume it's not flush with bunnies, or they would have field hospital the first, but they probably still have a couple more. Big roll.
Another 3/3.
Alright, I can't field hospital.
That's another one.
That's just Keeper's game.
Well, no, because there's fewer points in there now.
Yeah, there's 5 points, but you just need to make up 2 from somewhere, and there's relics surrounding
Actually,
that
I'm gonna
clearing.
get rid of the sawmill instead of the wood.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I wish I had better rolls, but that's it. I don't draw cards, so the turn passes to the Badgers.
I think this is an easy.
So passing no judgment on Dagcon making that move.
Oh, absolutely not. My
'cause-
judgment is on Glandoor for not prop bureauing in 9 last turn.
No. But my point is making no judgment on Dagcon for making that move because it's totally understandable from the point of I need a big point swing to catch up my game, etc., etc. Is there an argument that we shouldn't have done this because it was too likely to enable Keepers to win? Like how What were the odds of being successful there, and were they large enough that it was worth the risk?
Mm-hmm. So
Going camp, decamp. Recruiting.
Yeah, that's kind of what I feel, Katari. This does feel like it was the most likely path to a Corvid win. Not likely. Very likely to king make, but still probably our best path.
Recruiting twice.
So, as a stupid argument, I'm going to argue for decamping this figure way station. Because there are no more figures on the map.
It is a card draw, though.
Ah, come on.
Fair.
It depends on how many recruits we have. If we have few recruits, then I agree, because we want the extra warrior density. If we have, 2 to 3 recruit cards, leave that way station down for the card draw. Ooh.
Right, so these 2 cards, both going into recruit.
I think I'd actually prefer to craft boat builders.
I think it's okay because if we Eerie, Emigre from 3 to 8, kill that building, and then we have only 2 moves away from the keep, I think we're fine. And then we have we have 7 points on the board. If we get to that recruiting, that's 1 point. We can easily kill the raid, and then just killing the 5 card board, that's 7.
Okay.
So we don't even need to worry about relic recovery, which is also why I was like, go ahead and decamp.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Eerie Emigre is going to move 4 badges into this rabbit clearing. And then I will battle the cats. Would you like to ambush? I'm sure you would have used it before, so probably not. Cats?
Oh, sorry, no.
Okay.
Cats refuse to talk anymore.
3-1. Alright, pretty good roll.
Excellent. Yep. That's a point.
Keepers at 24.
Keepers need to remove a warrior.
Yes, they do.
Lose.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, the main thing here is not sandboxing.
Propaganda Bureau. We are going to spend this rabbit card and convert a cat to the cause of exploring and collecting.
We are going to make this cat a hoarder. That's all I heard.
I've got some moves that I can still do. And I don't know if I really need to, but
Cats could field hospital that lone cat, big chimp in, but Cats already revealed they were out of bunny cards.
If that was the case, they would have field hospitals the 2 that died in 11 the turn before.
Yeah.
It looks like they might just be going for relic recovery.
1 warrior here, and then 2 warriors over here. I've got enough moves for that, right? Yeah.
Well, I don't know where those 2 warriors were going, but now you do.
And
We had 2 battles, Pat.
We have 3. 1 in mouse,
It's
but 3.
Yeah, 2 for going after the keep.
it's not
Yeah.
And we're not in mouse, so we still only have 2.
I think we're just going to go for the 2 cardboard points in...
So we're gonna battle the Corvid raid. Yeah.
Yeah, in 9.
You're gonna ambush?
I don't think so. Nah.
Okay. All right. That's
Hey,
gonna
Magic Zamboni.
some crows on everywhere. Except
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Roll to 0-0.
and then that's going to be a point. And then we delve. This is really our moment of truth.
2.
It's a
Yeah.
3.
That's it.
That's it. That's
Good,
it.
G.
Yep, because I lose the retinue card, so
Yeah.
bye-bye saboteurs.
Yeah, I mean that's the points right there. We take it home and we recover it.
But it
Yep.
does not.
That's a 5 point.
Because
we could have also recovered the 3.
a whole bunch of badges.
You mean the 1?
To this clearing.
No,
to that.
we had one more battle, which means we could have recovered the
and then
statue, which
cover
we
the
knew
tablet.
was a 3.
Oh, the figure you're saying.
And
sorry,
the
the figure.
column.
Yeah.
that is 5
But that's 5 points,
And
easy.
I actually get to keep the retinue card still.
Well,
And
Good
there we go. We have
game.
it.
good game.
Good game.
That's a game, although we didn't log it with the score tracker thing.
The only way that I wouldn't have won at the end there was if it was a
If it was
the
the
tablet
one.
was a 1. If it was a 1, then I'd be hobbling around. But I think Cats probably would have won if the relic was a 1.
I was trying to math it out.
Yeah.
I didn't have any bird cards left in my hands, so I was trying to figure out if I could move into the keep, if I could
Yeah.
move enough warriors into the keep, and I could
Yeah.
have build here and here. So I think I could have. It might have been tight.
Well, hey, great game, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm stepping in. Great game, everyone. Well played all around. That was really entertaining. Congratulations, Glandoor, for the Keepers win. We've not been seeing many of those this year, so that's great. But you all did great.
I feel like the winter map is not a great map for the keepers as well. I really had to think about which order I was going to go after the relics in and really make sure I had like those key clearings.
Yeah, Winter for Keepers is a really interesting thing because it's super connected, but then it's also not and it makes your life difficult. It's a whole thing. Anyway, Glandoor, congratulations. We will see you in the next round. Batmaster, Dagcon Faraday, and Keegan, thank you so much for participating in the tournament. You have now been eliminated, but I greatly appreciate you joining and playing. I hope you had fun. Thank you so much.
You did. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun playing with you guys.
See you next year.
Yeah. Everyone watching, thank you so much for watching. Our next game is, I believe, at 1 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. That sounds right. That's probably right. So we will catch you then. Have a great one.
Good game, guys.
All right.
Good
Very
game.